the diamond sequel. Where are the diamond sequels?
All right, y'all. Let's get into it. I see y'all in the chat now. We got 135. What's good, y'all? What's good? Yeah. Hey, listen, I'm telling y'all, man, the whole game, y'all, I don't know. I don't know what we want from this season. I don't understand. Like, we are seeing a team develop. This was not a clean game, but I'm watching coaching happen right now. We got to watch players. execute well. Watch these coaches continue to make adjustments. Let's go, man. I mean, this is so stressful to watch, to see everything not work in accordance at the same time. It's stressful to watch that part of this because you see adjustments being made and then you see players not executing. I watched 2 blitzes in the third quarter get called up and dialed in, and Malachi Moore whiffed on both of those tackles. How's their face mask? I'm waiting for Ty Hayes to go live on Bleacher Report. So y'all see me looking at this screen a little bit more during the first. He's out. Oh. That dude's 6'5". Why are we not giving him help? Robert. He probably got. I don't know. He might have caught that, y'all. He caught that. He caught it. That's a catch. That's a catch. That's a catch. That's definitely a catch. This is insane. Now we got to depend on our defense to stop a 2-point conversion to keep from going into overtime. Man, we don't have any passion right now, bro. We don't have any passion. No passion. Zero passion. Post-game reaction, y'all. We're going to get the call-in started. What time is it? Post-game reaction going to be... Let me make sure I got the right audio setting set up because it sounds funny over here. Is the music loud to y'all? Let me turn the music down. How far, y'all? Music loud. Let me turn the music down. None. No passion. I mean, am I the only one seeing this? Am I the only one seeing this? Like, I see coaches fussing at players. I just don't see any response. I don't see a response on the field. I don't see a response, in their mentality. It's like we play down. We play down to our competition. It's aggravating, man. Great catch. Great catch. Can't even be mad. They got to get the 2. Let's stop them. Yes, we get used to this Big 12 defense we got. Man, these jokers just not tackling, man. I tell you what, there were two perfect blitzes dialed up, and correct me if I'm wrong. 2 perfect blitzes dialed up in the third quarter where we could have, it would have been third and manageable, third and passing. Malachi Moore whiffed on both of those. Malachi Moore whiffed on both of those, man. Let's just keep it real. You got to respond better, man. You got to respond better. And then offensively, Jalen Miro, you can't be careless with that pass. Right read, wrong pass. Right read, wrong pass. You can't have that. Great adjustment, Womack. Great adjustment, Womack. Thank you for not going into that stupid bracket. Turn your... Come on. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Go after the quarterback. Don't wait. Don't drop back and try to make guys bracket. Send some pressure at the quarterback. That's an adjustment. See, one thing I will say, I saw Kane Womack dial up the pressure on third and passing today. Was it effective the whole game? No, but that's what happens when you gamble. We just don't need no penalty right there. I don't care. 27-25. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take the ugly wins right now. We just need to win. Learn how to win. It's what this team has to do. This is a new era of Alabama. They got to reestablish their ways. Gritty win. Not satisfied. By any means, not satisfied. This is the second time in a row I've seen player effort be a question. The second game in a row where I've seen player effort be in question. Second game in a row, y'all. Am I the only one seeing this, or am I tripping? Second game in a row, I question the effort and the desire of our players. It was not a tremendous effort, bro. This team don't want it bad enough. I don't know. I don't know how we could blame coaching after this game. I got some clips. I got some plays that I'm gonna reference. I was on the road trying to get back here to get back for the stream. But I got some plays I want to reference tonight. Definitely want to reference some plays tonight. Because this was hurt. Hey, team ain't taking it serious. Facts. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Why can't somebody just fall on the ball? Why can't somebody just fall on the ball? Fall on the freaking ball, man. Come on, bro. Come on, man. That's not coaching, guys. That is not coaching. That is not coaching. Somebody tell me. Everybody that was talking about Fire Kane Womack, Nick Sheridan, everybody. How is that coaching? Please tell me. Please tell me. Please tell me how that's coaching. For all of you people calling for the coaches, why are we not holding these boys accountable? How's that coaching? Somebody explain it to me. How's that coaching? Defense better come up with a turnover right now. That's piss poor effort. Great effort. Get back in it. Get on the ball. Let's go. They have no timeouts. There's no reason why they should score or get in scoring range. Line up, play ball. That's your man. This is horrible, y'all. I can't wait to open the phone lines up. And this ain't no fair weather energy right here. Our players need to play better. Simple as that. Simple as that. I'ma say it. I will scream it from the freaking hills. Our players need to play better. This ain't a coaching issue. This is players. Players gotta want it. I can't tell you how many times I watched these guys get in the backfield and just whiff on tackles tonight. No. Get out of the end zone. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Damani. Thank you. Thank you. Smart play. Now go down. Thank you. Thank you. There we go. That's thinking. Let's go. Get off the field. Ain't no celebrating. Let's go. Go home. Go home. Watch this film. Look at y'all's effort. This is horrible. My bad, Ty. Let me lock in. Let me put my headphones in. Hey, y'all. I'll be back, man. Y'all tune in on the YouTube side. I mean, on the Bleacher Report side. Let me put these headphones in. Bro, effort is piss poor with this team. This team is piss poor with effort, bro. Piss poor with effort. If you don't trust the scheme, just say that. Let's have that team meeting. If you don't trust the play caller, say that. So I don't put you on the field. If you can't trust what I'm calling as a coach and run it to the T like I'm calling it, don't just let me know so we don't have to be, so I don't put you on the field. I'll put somebody out there that's at least going to do what I asked them to do. That's the problem. Oh yeah, me too. Deontay Lawson complaining in practice, trying to make it be on the play call. I watched Womack send in play calls 3 times tonight. And I'm on the road, Ty. And he's not even looking at the sideline. Lawson's not even looking at the sideline. Getting up from tackles, walking back to the line of scrimmage. Like, this is the leadership we have right now. So yes, it's easy to point the finger at the coaches. You got veteran guys not giving it they all, man. This is bad, man. Hey, YouTube family, if y'all tune in over here, man, check us out on Bleacher Report. I'm live on Bleacher Report also. I'm actually going to put up a screen waiting, and you're just going to hear me and Ty talking. You're just probably going to hear me talking, but you won't see me live until we open up the call-in show. So y'all see the banner up. is going to be live. We're going to try to get traffic pulled up in here, and leave the comments as you see. Leave the comments as you fit. So yeah, and I'll be paying attention to the chat. How's it coaching? How's it coaching when players are missing tackles? Exactly, Joshua. Tay McClendon is a goof at this point. There's no way you sit there and watch that game and blame the coaches at any point. You could talk about formations, mismatches. I saw adjustments being made. I saw Malachi Moore with on 2 tackles, dialed up blitzes where he's in run support, something that he's supposed to do effectively, and he whiffed on 2 tackles. I saw Jahad Campbell once again, Deontay Lawson once again get out physical. It ain't coaching because of culture. You got players got to set the tone for the culture. But y'all can keep blaming the coaches. Don't hold these players accountable. I'm gonna hold the players accountable. I'm gonna hold the players accountable. I'm gonna hold the offensive line accountable today. I'm gonna hold Jalen Miro accountable today. I'm gonna hold Jalen Miro accountable today. Yeah, been holding him accountable. Today, his decision making, his assertiveness was not there. He was not decisive in the pass game in key moments. Once again, defense. Start off with solid tackling in the first quarter. You start off with solid tackling in the first quarter. Then after that, you just go to crap. We're gonna tighten it. We're gonna tighten up. We're gonna tighten up tonight. I can't wait to open the phone line. We're gonna open up that phone line. I'm gonna go live. I'm live right now on Bleacher Report, so y'all can pull up on Bleacher Report. Y'all will be able to hear me talk, but y'all won't be able to hear Ty talking, and y'all will hear my takes. My camera's right here, so yeah, I'm tuning in to Bleacher Report right now. Y'all see it right here. I'm gonna put the banner up, and we'll go and get into it. Bleacher Report at Coach Smook. Y'all check out Bleacher Report right now. Put out the Bleacher Report app. Y'all will see myself and Ty Hayes with the post game show. All right, y'all. Catch y'all on the other side. All right, bro. I'm ready.
Where are the diamonds, Evil?
I'm very disappointed. Glad for the win, learning experience, of course, but I'm very disappointed, man. This game right here, as a whole, a team as a whole, a football team, a football organization as a whole, there's a lot to be evaluated, right? There's a lot to be evaluated. Yes, you come away with the win. That's a positive. But what are you doing? What are you doing on your personal time to really get that passion and that desire reignited in this as a player? Like I'm seeing players like just literally miss tackles. So I mean, miss tackles, miss blocks, not deliver. I mean, it's just a lot. We're gonna talk about it, Ty. It's a lot. I got a list, man. I got a list, and it's crazy because the one game that I'm on the road that I'm having to watch, like on the road, I'm seeing the most issues. You know, it's like effort. It all starts with effort for me. But we'll dive into some of the schematics that I saw today and some of the adjustments I saw and just the lack of execution and focus and some rumors and things that we've been hearing, Ty. We'll dive into it today. Man, listen. Defensively, I'm gonna give Kane Womack a hard time right now. There were some obvious adjustments that needed to be made in that first drive. Why do I have to wait until the third drive to see these adjustments? Why? I mean, perfect adjustments. Perfect adjustments. What I will say is this: early in the first quarter, you saw players showing effort, swarming to the ball. We saw 3 and 4 heads on the rock. Doesn't matter what the play call was, what the play style was. If it was a run, you see 4 or 5 hats on the ball. Pass, you see guys sprint to the ball. Middle of the second quarter, guys were not hustling. Guys were, to give up a big play, you see heads being dropped. Like it was a total display, lack of effort. If I had to evaluate the defense, and but I will give Kane Womack his credit, and I'm gonna ding him because there was some Sellers was not a threat. If we had kept that style of pressure up from the jump, that we had to end up dialing up in the last 2 or 3 drives, we would have had a lot more success. The offense would have had a lot more opportunities to get in some type of rhythm. The run game would have had a more opportunity to be established. The play calling to me today was inconsistent, but I did see a lot of adjustments personnel wise. Mbakwe coming in, I'm glad he was the one to step in behind Jackson and not, try to put Mincy. We saw Mincy struggle quick as soon as he got out there. And these young guys, they're going to have a lot of learning curves, but these are moments in SEC play, man, conference play. You can't afford to leave guys out there to continue to make the same mistakes. A 100%. Dropping hooks. Yep. A 100%. Yeah.
Where are the diamonds, Evil?
100%, Ty. It's literally complete. Man, you know what? I can appreciate Kane Womack's aggressive play style when he's dialing it up and being aggressive. I can appreciate it because when you're aggressive, you see where, okay, guys just need to commit a pursuit, finish the play, and we're putting ourselves in better position. That's that when we're being aggressive. When we pull off of that, it seemed like our guys don't have any inspiration to get into their drops. They don't have any inspiration to dissect. It's some of these plays that were being called. If you just think of the leverage and what possible concepts can be dialed up, those dropbacks, you should see with this vision coverage concept that we're supposed to see as a corner, a drop safety, a overhang, a rover, a husky. I look at those opportunities and I'm like, okay, if I got doubles to my side, and there's an outside release, I know there can only be 1 or 2 stems off of this route. Let me go ahead and be a smart player and do that, because let me go ahead and be a smart player and be prepared for that. We're not seeing that with these defense. And I said something before we came on live, Ty, and I want people to hear me. And I say this as a player, if you don't trust in the play call, let me know as a coach so I can put somebody out there that does. Because until we see you trust the play call, we can't really decipher if the play calling is the problem. I see players out there being put in positions to make smart decisions, and they're just not executing. Simple as that. When you have an opportunity to make a tackle, Ty, let's start there. You have to make a tackle. But when there's an opportunity to be an athlete, something that Saban prided his players in that defense on, and I hate to be contradicting to something that I've been knocking all week, but these are players from the Saban era that we're talking about that are making these mistakes. Malachi Moore, Deontay Lawson, Jahad Campbell. Like these are your leaders. That you're supposed to be leaders that are not doing the small things and setting the tone. You have defensive linemen literally, opening, setting the way for you to go and fill a hole and be there to make an effort play, make a solid play, and you're just whiffing. That pisses me off to the core, Ty, and I don't know how you start to fix that. That to me is a personal thing, and we can't count on the coaches to be able to tap into that for the players. That's a personal issue for me. Right. How you win. Yes. 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 That's your calling card. That's what honestly, that's what we brought you here for. We brought you here because your aggressive play style fits the anatomical makeup of the players here. You got edge rushers, you have edge pass rush specialists. Why not use them, Kane? Why not really dial them up? Why not bring, come on. If we're gonna go light, right? If we're gonna go light, you want to stay light? Let's get some more Raptor packages. Your defensive play calling style fits what Pete Golden and Coach Saban and Tosh, the players that they recruited, those Raptor packages. Dial it up. Because when you do, there's effectiveness. We're not getting sacks, but we're getting there. We're forcing them out the pocket. We're forcing air throws in the secondary when our secondary, we know we have a young secondary. Guys are struggling. A lot of recovery coverage in the back end. So we definitely need to dial it up more. And that's gotta be what you have to live and die by it. That's what we thought we were coming into, Ty. When we looked at the film from South Alabama, from Indiana, you're talking about games where 61% of your play calling were 5 and 6 man pressures. Why are we not doing that here at Alabama? I understand there's a space eating offenses everywhere, but put your athletes in position to be athletes. You got 4 cover guys out there, let them cover. Put them 7 yards off the line of scrimmage and keep everything in front of them. Give you a one high look. Confuse them at the line of scrimmage. When we crowd the line of scrimmage with 7 personnel in the first quarter, oh boy, I started praising. I literally stopped. We was at the gas station getting gas. I said, okay, Kane. That's the Kane I know. We crowded the line with 7 personnel. You seen us drop 5. We only send 4. Or drop 3, we send 4. Get pressure. Because we showed a look. We showed the pressure. We got solid pressure. We only send 2 defensive linemen and one of your true edge rushers. Then you drop the other 4. I mean, it was solid. Why go away from it? I don't know why. We gotta see more consistency in the play calling from Kane Wommack, because I see the potential. That's what pisses me off about it, Ty. I see the potential, and I see where the effectiveness is, but I don't see the players buying into all of the play calling. And we'll dive into that a little bit later. But Ty, I want to get your thoughts on the offense, man. We're grilling the defense right now. Offensively, was it more so today? Something that I've seen that I haven't had a problem with. I mean, we want to see the run game, but Sheridan was very inconsistent with dialing it up today. That's the type of run game, not the run game, but the type of run game. He was inconsistent in dialing it up. Give me your thoughts on it, Ty.
Where are the diamonds, evil?
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Stop. I'm gonna say this. We could say make it easy for him, but I'm done. I'm done babysitting Jalen. Both of those third down plays where he took the sack. Yes, your pressure's getting beat. I want you to be an athlete, be decisive, because you did it in the third quarter. You did it in the fourth quarter. Do it early in the game when we have momentum. We have an opportunity to start spreading the game out. Stop. I feel like he forces himself into superhero moments. Like the very thing that people will talk about at the beginning of the game that he can't do, he'll do it the whole second half when we need it. And it's like it's too late now. Like now you're pressing for it. Instead of doing it when it's easy for you, when you have the opportunity to execute it, you're not allowing the game to come to you. It's like you're forcing the game you're forcing the game into situations it don't need to be in. And that's not necessarily decision making. It's all about the mindset, man. How bad do you want to set your offense or your defense up to be able to dial up the pressures and make the other offense press, right? So we can't blame it all on defensive play calling and the defensive execution. Jalen Milroe got to be assertive with the offense when he has the play calls. Nick Sheridan dialed up some great play calls in that first half, especially in the run game. I got to get at my offensive line. I haven't had many problems with him all season, Ty. But today, oh my God. Jaden Roberts, was that really Jaden Roberts out there? Yeah, 100%. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy, Ty? To have your running backs both averaging over 5 yards per carry coming into, well, let's say 4.3 and 4.6. You're right at 5 yards per carry. You would think that we had the stud offensive line of the old, and I mean, but you look at where they get in these yards at. It's the first drive, second drive, out to the perimeter, right? When we get the interior run game going, that's where we're effective. Why are we okay? This is where I'm gonna ding Nick Sheridan. Interior run game has to be the basis of your offense. I'm going to live with it. The interior run game, where you have your most successful or your most intentional, intense run blocking, right? And I even say from Roberts over to the left side, all the way to Proctor. If we really utilize that interior run game to that zone blocking scheme outside of Proctor, I think we will see a lot more effectiveness. This team really has an opportunity right now with the run game. We saw how effective the quarterback run game is when we get in the red zone. Let's see how we could give that look in the green area between the 40s and start seeing how defenses respond to it, because they're expecting Milroe to take it. Now let Milroe be a better decision maker. Give your running backs more touches. Let them get an opportunity to get downhill sometimes early in their game. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Where are the diamonds, evil?
Mm-hmm. Right. And you know what's crazy, Ty? Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro. Bro, you're good. I think mine is acting up too. I think it's Bleacher Report though. Yes. Exactly. And I was going to coincide with that. For the chat on YouTube, we're talking about Jam Miller's assertiveness in the run game and how he needs to be really the catalyst. I said this going into this weekend. We need Jam Miller to be the RB1. I'm still not seeing the assertiveness in Justice Haynes. Now, when Justice Haynes has opportunities to make big plays or big runs, you see him making that impact. But I think his rhythm, his tone, he needs more touches. And in this offense, you're not going to get him when you have the amount of backs and the talent that we have in that room. You're not going to get him. So you need to get a start early. I see Jam Miller being very assertive early in the run game, and it's helping the offensive play calling. I think when you see Jam Miller start the drive off, I said this one of my shows last week. When you see Jam Miller in the backfield early, we have a lot of success. He's great out the backfield. He's solid in pass pro. We saw Justice Haynes whiff on pass pro tonight, right? Today. We saw that. We saw him literally just not pick up the block. You see the slide protection. So I go back and I'll rewatch the play. I'm saying, okay, I see the slide protection call. There's no way, and I haven't seen it once before this season, where right tackle Elijah Pritchett, who's been playing solid this season, other than that strip, that one fumble, that strip fumble that we had last game against Vandy, Pritchett has played well. I haven't seen Pritchett just not see a guy coming. I haven't seen him not touch somebody that comes across his face. On that blitz, where we saw the running back step inside, that was a clear slide call. Anytime you get a slide call, I know for a fact the running back is supposed to seal the back end. Whatever the slide, he's supposed to seal away. That's what you're supposed to do against the slide. So, didn't do it. He steps up. He's trying to leak up into the protection and break out to the flats or whatever he was doing. Yeah, you were open, but you should have been there for the protection first, because there was also a Ryan Williams development route, something that we keyed. It was developing downfield. You make your play, we might have an opportunity to extend a 3rd and 7, I believe that was, a 3rd and 9, whatever it was. So it's about players believing in the play calling. And I see people in my chat saying, it's a culture issue. Miro needs to throw the ball away and all this stuff. Well, when he was doing that 2 weeks ago, in moments where the pass wasn't just there, he trying to create, people were complaining. He's not seeing it. Well, today I saw him seeing things develop, and just the protection was just not there in a lot of those plays. And I can understand where you're used to a certain timing, and then after, it takes a few hits to be like, oh snap, it's just not there today. And I don't like that happen, but it happens. And that's just the nature of the beast when you're talking about this type of game. This South Carolina team came in hungry. We know they were very athletic up front. We knew that. If their front could be effective, they knew their defense can be effective as a whole, and we saw that happen today. Oh, yes. Yes. Yep. Yeah. Yes. That was the right read. Right read, wrong pass. I literally said that. And for everybody over in the chat on YouTube, Ty just agreed. That was the right pass. That second, that interception in the end zone, that was the right read, wrong pass. Why are you lobbing that? That's your ball. That's what we give you credit for. Outside, in the back of the end zone, the safety's on his heels. On his heels. Oh yeah. 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 I say you score. You have an opportunity to score. The game, you see what happened on the onside kick. You don't leave points on the board. That's been a problem. Everybody talking about we with the, against Georgia, we took our foot off the gas. I love the fact that we did not change up the play calling style that was working and moving the ball downfield. Nick Sheridan, kudos to you. You got out of this game graded a B minus from me because of those last two drives, the play calling. Yes, we saw a 3-and-out on one previous, but that last drive when we scored, that was same style of play calling. Having the tight end and running back sit in on I think it was 4 of the last 7 pass dropbacks. That was the smartest thing I've seen him do all season. You know, go ahead and concede that you don't have the 5-star production from your 5-star offensive lineman that you have on that front right now. Let's just go ahead and concede to that, and let's scheme up what's going to work best schematically for what's happening on the field. I appreciate Nick Sheridan for that. And that last drive, yes, I was very glad that Jeremy Bernard took that score because our defense was playing so inconsistent, man. You saw what happened on the last drive. Like it's not in this day and age. You don't live and die with the defense. Saban era fans are going to live and think that's the best way to play. But you got an opportunity to score. You get in the red zone. You got to try to put points up. You don't go away with 3. You get yourself in trouble doing that. Q Rob. You know who else? I would love to see get more reps out there. And if we're gonna have a rotation there, Keanu Cope. Keanu Cope. I gotta see him out there. I gotta see him out there. And then too, Ty, I want to see Quay Russaw get an opportunity inside linebacker. I feel like he could fit for what Kane Womack wants from the inside linebacker room. Deontay Lawson is not providing it this season. I'm gonna be as straight up as I can. And I love Deontay. He has not been good at all this year. I mean, started off great. Western Kentucky USF. I see him. Right now, I don't feel like Deontay Lawson is bought in anymore. I think he's mentally checked out. I think he's looking at his 5th year as a waste. He's taking that Vandy loss and his performance in that game. He's taking it personal. I see Jahad Campbell kind of trying to keep him up and pick him up and trying to overcompensate for what's happening with his counterpart. I really feel like Justin Jefferson and Quay Russaw will be the fix to that inside linebacker problem, because when they're on the field, I see linebackers. I see hits being, I see pursuit. I see effort. I like Campbell coming off the edge too, Ty. I mean, I like Campbell coming off the edge too. Get him over there and yeah. I don't. Yes, Justin. Oh, baby. Justin, oh baby, give me some effort. Sterling Dixon is flying around every time he's on the field. Like, if we're going to go ahead and turn the page to the new era, right? And I'm coming at the players today. I'm sorry, Ty. I got to. I saw coaches. Ty, I promise you, I cannot blame this on those coaches today. Kane Womack, he got. I don't know if he got cussed at from the field, but there were two players that yelled to the sideline, "Give me the play call." I don't know if they cussed at him. That very next play, you see Kane Womack on the field, sending the signal in, on the field, 2-3 yards off on the sideline, sending the signal in for the rest of the game. Just about whoever that guy is that's pulling his back, go look at Kane Womack's shirt at the beginning of the game and look at how I looked at the end of the game. His coaches are pulling back because he's going to be. You want me to send a call in? Bet. And I see his energy. So I don't want to hear no more excuse about not getting a play call in. Are you Deontay Lawson? I talked about this. Deontay Lawson, you're my target this week. Why are you making tackles or getting in late on tackles, right? Getting up off the ground and walking back to the line of scrimmage. Why are you walking back to the line of scrimmage? You're supposed to be getting up, running back, jogging back to the other side of the ball, staring at the sideline, wait for the play call so you can get it in. And then at some point in time in the game, Deontay, you're on the field. You should be collecting all of the tendencies that you're picking up. That's what the smart linebackers do. That's what made McClain. That's what made Foster. That's what made Mac Wilson. That's what made Rashawn Evans. All those interior guys that had the unique. I mean, give me a play call, coach. You're telling me to spy, well, this guard's leaving his hole. I'm not going to sit here and wait for him to climb to me or let the blind side climb to me. I'm going to go ahead and shoot that gap that he's leaving. It's a look that I could take away because I seen this in film study. I'm not seeing that from our interior linebacker. So I would love to see Quay Russaw, Justin Jefferson, Lawson spot play him. Let Campbell get some edge work, whether you're playing him because he has the skill set to play bandit or wolf. He has the size to play bandit. I like him at wolf too, but you see we keep going small. If we're going to go small with athletic linebackers playing bandit and wolf majority snaps, put Campbell at bandit, Q Rob at wolf, vice versa, and let them be your edge guys, something that they naturally do. Give me Russaw and Russaw and Jefferson in the middle. You got speed, you got intensity, you got range, you got cover ability. I mean, let's try it out at this point. Who's too heavy? And what's up with our linebackers getting stood up and blown up, still trying to tackle how? Hey, yo, boy, I don't understand. That to me, and when people try to blame coaching for that, to me, that's not coaching. Like, I should not be teaching my D1 scholarship athlete at the University of Alabama how to tackle. Like, that's crazy. Like, that's crazy. You turn on any of these boys' film from the high school, you don't see them struggling in arm tackling at high school. So why they get to college and change it up? If anything, you should intensify your basic technicalities of execution in football. Trying to be on my TI tip, bro. I'm trying to be on my TI, trying to use those extensive vocabulary. You know how TI get to. Right. I ain't fluent yet. I'm working on it, Ty. Don't show me up, man. But we're talking about just plain effort at this point, man. I can't ask. I mean, coaches. The only thing I'm gonna ding the coaches for this. And when y'all say culture, I'm agree with the fair weather fans that's talking about his culture to this basis. All right, it's culture to the point of Who's going to get somebody to open their eyes? Who's going to gamble on sitting Deontay Lawson? Who's going to gamble on subbing Malachi Moore and giving Drake Kirkpatrick the opportunity over at that position? Or subbing Malachi Moore and get Smitty out there, who's actually out there giving effort. And when he's missing plays, it's because he's really like effort plays. Smitty is blowing up blocks and everything. I love Smitty at Rover Husky. That's it. Right. I haven't seen Jeremiah Alexander. I haven't seen Jeremiah Beeman get a lot of. I love seeing Jordan Renard. You see the young guys fire, man. Redshirt freshmen and freshmen are showing up for our team this season. We can thank the players that remained. You know, I feel like they still got this, and I'm not going to say all of them. There's this sense of like we owe them something for them staying. Well, it defeats the purpose if you're staying and not continuing on the tradition and remaining setting the tone with the standard. I can't fault Xavier Brown for getting beat in week 3, week 4 of college football as a true freshman. I can't fault him for that. I can commend him for sticking it in there and finish a game at one of the biggest games of the season and sealing that game. I can commend him for that and I'm watching him grow. I can't fault Zay Mincy for getting beat up on that out and up this game. I can't. He's a young player. These players, but I commend him on showing up on that next on the next special teams kickoff play. Like these are young guys are going out there and I feel like they're showing that they want to prove something. And our older players are not. They're not pushing themselves. I'm ready to see Jalen Miro yell at his offensive line, man. I'm ready to see Jalen Miro yell at his running backs. I'm ready to see Jalen Miro yell at his wide receivers for not driving back to the ball. Because some of those plays he can't step into his throws. And sometimes the throw isn't going to be perfect. But guys are not driving back to the ball. You know, and I mean the wide receivers ended up playing a solid game, but man, we have opportunities where we're just not seeing the effort. And that's partially. I'm going to put this and everything has to do with both sides, right? You can't solely blame one thing on the other, right? You can't say it's all coaching and you can't say it's all players. But if I had to do a percentage on today's execution and as far as the product put out today, the product today, I would say 80 to 84% was players not showing up once again. Last week, it was more so 90, 95%. And 10%, I'm going to say 90% because 10% of it was the adjustments early on that I was just like, oh my God, if we don't get it out of this even front, we're going to die. We're going to die. We got to the odd front. We were a little bit more effective. We put guys in position. This week, we see the same type of adjustment. Guys still not making tackles. There needs to be a mentality check amongst the players. And that's where I'm at with it. Did you see it? Yes. Yes, man. Mhm. Last week, 19 missed tackles. 19 is officially. PFF has it at 9. If you count players on tackle and yards gained after contact, that's what we were talking about is missed tackles or missed or broken tackles. 19 last week. I haven't got the official count this week, but I know I was at like I think I was at 7 at the end of the third quarter. We're cleaning it up, but now we have to really be assertive in our effort, man. We really have to be assertive in our consistency and just wrapping up. And like you said, LT Overton is a guy that could literally be your second or third defensive end off the board, or I mean, second or third defensive player off the board in this draft. If you just finish plays, and he doesn't have a lot of time to clean it up because you got next week we got Missouri, correct? If I'm not mistaken, we got Missouri, or is it Tennessee? So we got Tennessee, and we're going to Neyland. Man, Nico is fleet of foot. He's got an arm. We're going to see more so of what the Swarm can do with space, and how we can defend the run game with 5 in the box because they're going to run the ball. Tennessee's going to run the ball. Physicality is going to be in question again. This team has to step up physically and make tackles. Tennessee's not going to change anything. They're not going to do any trick plays. They're not going to. I'm ready to. I want to see how they play today because they've struggled up front too. But for what we struggle with, that's their strength. That's their strength. Securing, and it's not that we struggle with stopping the run game. It's we struggle with securing the tackle. We have opportunities to, like you said, Ty. How many times in the first half did we see backfield contact finishing across the line of scrimmage? Countless times. Countless times. That's to me that's not schematics. You know what I did see? I did see early in the game where when you saw the defensive line crashes and slants and dives, I saw where linebackers were getting in holes, but they weren't attacking. They were getting in there, but they weren't attacking. That's why you seen the play like Jahad Campbell get stood up again. Deontay Lawson getting stood up. And I mean, come on. Run fits are physicality at that point. It's about who wants to set the tone in that hole. There's only 2 people there. There's only 2 people there. Me and you. How are we going to set that tone? And our players don't want to be assertive in that. So I'm gonna say we need personnel. I think if it's me, coach, I'm sending out some freshies out there this week for first group. They've got 6 or 7 weeks of film study and reps under their belts. Let's see how they go out there and execute the first script in the first 11. So let's see what we do without, especially on defense. Offense, I can see us fixing things on offense, but defensively, throw all these young guys out there. They ready anyways. They probably saying it to them. They probably saying in their little group text and all their little dorms, man, if I was out there, I wouldn't be I would never let a Vandy running back run me over, Jahad. Like, I guarantee you, as a competitor, you say stuff like that. So, yeah. I'm gonna tell you what they benefited from. Being next to Damon Payne, Tim Keenan. Like that lineup of that mixture of those 5 or 6 guys, Damon Payne, Tim Keenan, Tim Smith, James Smith. I mean, we didn't get to see much of James Smith today. But you get Jordan Renard out there as your 3-man front, some type of mixture. I mean, I feel like those guys you can mix them up. Keep Keenan, of course, anchored in the middle, but I feel like Payne can be a solid D tackle or in for you on big sets, right? Bandit or end, right? And then But then that opens your linebackers up, all the athleticism that you want to put on the edge of the line of scrimmage. With that mixture of 5 or 6 guys, you can do that. You can have that and be effective. And then you also help your secondary. Our secondary is starting to show signs of, you know, you know what? I'm gonna change this up. Our safeties are starting to show signs of starting to show weaknesses of not trusting their cover skills. Our perimeter guys, I could live with what they're doing. Damani Jackson still lights out for me. Xavier Brown, freaky. It was, and that was, I mean, perfect catch. The quarterback gave him an opportunity. That's what you want to do when you got a guy 6'5", 245, whatever he is. Like you're not stopping that. I don't care what you do. If there's an opportunity, that's no longer a 50-50 ball. That's more so a 20-80 ball in favor of the receiver. You're talking about a basketball player. You're talking about a guy that plays basketball, but has the frame and the skill set. Like, he gets on the court and he doesn't dribble. He just runs the floor, rebounds, and you throw him lobs. That's what he does. You can't jam him at the line. You don't want to lose. You don't want to lose that. You don't want to lose that battle because all he has to do is extend. So I commend Damani Jackson on playing that ball, how he played it, how physically he stayed in there with it. And Jalen Mbakwe, him coming in as relief, I think you give that man a serious look the rest of the season. I like him coming in and being your starting corner. And if you have to relieve him, then let Xavier Brown come in and play off of that. But Jalen Mbakwe has shown me something since the spring. I told everybody. You remember everybody thought I was crazy when I kept saying, watch out for Mbakwe. Watch for Mbakwe. That boy looked like he been eating whole chickens. He's out there. You see the intensity. You see the natural DV ability. Everybody thought playing quarterback would make him soft. The boy is intense. He's faster than all of our guys in the secondary. Get him the reps so when the big games come, he's not hesitating. He's already have the reps. He's got some better feel for college football. I'm telling you, it's going to pay off if we roll with it. Yeah. Hey, pause, Nicole. Well, you ain't got to pause it. At this point, you have Mbakwe, who's a speedster. You have Damani, who's a speedster. You have King Mac. I don't think we've seen King Mac yet. I don't think I've got to see King Mac like really in action. But I honestly would not mind King. If I had to put a 5 out for next game against Tennessee, right? We're talking about covering a spread style. They're going to spread the ball out. You want guys that are twitchy, that can be in phase. I'm putting Damania and Mbakwe on the boundary. I'm keeping Sap up top at 1 high because we're going to see. You're going to have to stay in your 1 high look. You're not going to be able to go too high. You're going to need to put 6 in the box. You're going to have to put 6 in the box, and your linebacker play has to be extravagant. So for that reason, I think Justin Jefferson needs to see a lot more reps next game. And I'm kind of transitioning from this South Carolina game because it is what it is. We see what we need to work on, and that's what I'm saying. I'm kind of transitioning to for this Tennessee game, going into Tennessee week preparation, secondary wise. Bakwe, I want to see Bach and Damani Jackson on the perimeter. At 1 high, I want to see Sab. At my Husky, which is your in the box safety, the guy that's going to be your primary run support. I want to see a solid rotation of Malachi and Smitty. I'm loving Smitty's execution, and the more reps he's getting, the better I'm seeing him. He's faster than Malachi. His second phase coverage is way better than what he was able to display early in the season. You see him more reps, he's getting better. So Smitty there, and then at that rover position, let's bring another cover guy out there. Let's bring King Mac, somebody with some speed. Let's let Xavier Brown get some of that action. He's a slot corner naturally. Xavier Brown is a slot corner naturally. If you're going to get Mincy reps, let's get Mincy there. Let's get Drake Kirkpatrick there. Somebody I know can play great off ball instinctive coverage. Brayson Hubbard needs some reps at the Husky position. He's physical. Guys who are going to get it into the run support, because that's what we're struggling at. Being decisive on run support and back end coverage off of the run support. It's that simple, Ty. If we can get guys sure on those assignments, that's when you'll see the change with this Alabama defense and the effectiveness of this Kane one mix style of play calling. 100%, man. 10-4-3. Ty, this is the time of year where I said you would need to know going after this game. And I wish I could go back and my AAA family is watching live on YouTube. Listen, I want y'all to think back to July-ish, August, late July, early August, when I said what this team would be. I said we wouldn't know. I felt like we would have to rely on our run game in order for this team to take off as a whole, defensively and offensively. I said I felt like we would need to build off of our run game with as much depth we have back there and Jalen Monroe's legs. We would need to build off of that, no matter how good the passing game is. We started the season, the passing attack was there. I knew it would happen. We have this explosive pass game. We're going to lean on it. Let's run with it. That's what happened. It was great while it lasted. Our run game has been the most effective when we trust it, when we dial it up. So we start there. We go back to finding the identity, and I believe our identity is the interior run game. We need to lean on it early in the game. Tempo, interior run game, and using Jalen Monroe's read option. I think he's getting better the more reps he's getting with that. He's getting better at that. So lean on that because we have the receivers. Once you get safeties and corners walking up, you got receivers that win one-on-ones, the press coverage. We're seeing it. We're seeing it. Kobe Prentice, Ryan Williams, Jeremy Bernard. Like all of them win in press coverage. Kendrick Law wasn't there today. Kobe Prince was there, but we seen them win in press coverage early. It's when they have to play against this bracket coverage and decipher in the zone and they're because they got DBs on their heels already because they're so explosive. Lean on the run game and watch everything open up. And defensively, we fix it. Tackle, man. Effort, tackling. Then we can find out if it's really the scheme. Because it's too many times they're catching 7-8 yard passes, and I'm seeing players within 2 to 3 yards of them not breaking on the ball, kind of taking the contact instead of being assertive, not attacking the ball in the air. It's got to be players' belief in the system, and if that's the case, you need to start cycling some guys out because there's no coaching changes happening no time soon or scheme changes. Ty, I had a comment in my chat over here that says anybody else get the feeling they focusing on too much making Miro Penix 2.0? You know what? I will fault them. I don't think they're giving it too much. I gave you a horn right there, Novej. I don't think they're giving it a lot, but you see at times in the game where they lean back to that style when what we're doing is working. Let's not get fancy no more. We know what we are now. We're interior run base interior zone read team. The zone blocking scheme is effective. Pin and pull has its spots, right? It's not as effective as it was in that other play call side. Because when you're dialing it up so much, all they got to do is stop for a second, and then they get to be athletes. It's not that they're so great; they just get to stop for a second. All that motion and stuff, they're like, oh, snap, oh, it's coming to me. That's what we're seeing. Be assertive. Get the momentum swinging. Get them leaning a little bit more. And you know what? I'm gonna give Sheridan this. Let's not forget, this is his first year as the sole play caller in this system. And this is not the exact same way that Coach Kalen DeBoer dialed it up last year with Scott Huff and Grubb. What was the other coach's name? Ryan Grubb. This is not the same way they dialed it up, especially with the run zone, the run blocking scheme, and then just the delivery of play calling. So you got two with your Coach Cap, who's your run scheme coordinator, right? Your run game coordinator. You have Jamarcus Shepard, who's familiar. Nick Sheridan is familiar with him as working under him, not play calling for him, but working under him. Now you kind of flip that. They're still getting used to kind of how to get a feel for each other and knowing what works best with certain situations. So I'm seeing some adjustments being made in the play calling that if things start to execute on a higher rate, not a high rate, a higher rate, I think we get our offense execution, we get our offensive grade up to that solid A- area next week. If we see some small things fixed, that solid A- area, because up until this week, we were seeing an A. Today, I'm gonna say a B, a solid B, as far as execution and performance and production from our offense today. And yeah, man, I really want to see a different mentality coming into this Tennessee game. We're going to need it, man. Yes. Man, final thoughts. Hey, I'm not gonna say good win. I'm not gonna say good win. I'm gonna say way to get a win. I just like last week when everybody wanted to blame the loss on coaches, I'm gonna blame this win on the coaches. I think this was a coaching win. You saw players not executing, but you continue to put players in position to make plays. The coaching styles did not clash today. I saw adjustments being made, and maybe not early on. People want to see these microwave adjustments. Man, the moment you go away from what you feel like you planned for is the moment you get whooped. That's the moment you get whooped, because your team comes into the game with a game plan, with an understanding. Sometimes you have to let the drive finish and be what it's going to be. Hope that a play is made, right? Hope that is made for space to be made for you to bring everybody in to get that full attention and make some changes. The defensive front adjustments have been the biggest thing for me. Just shifting from, I saw even front early again. What happens? A 7-yard rushing attempt or something like that on the first drive. We shift out of that even front. Literally, it took two positive run plays to get out of that even front. Thank you, Kane Womack, for making those adjustments, because your defensive play calling style is built off of the effectiveness of what the defensive front can do. This is not a linebacker safe defense. This is a linebacker gambling style defense where your linebackers, both edge and interior, are going to be gambling majority of the play calls, deciphering a lot. So your front has to be effective. Him making those adjustments was something I commend him on, and I give the defense a solid C+ for today. A solid C+. Giving my overall grade for today's performance a B-. Yeah. Me neither. Smart. Hey, he didn't fake it. He thought about it. He thought about it, and he was very aware. To me, I don't. I'm gonna have to watch it. I'm gonna have to watch it again. Did you just make a play? Yeah. I'm actually Dwight, get that clip, Dwight. Dwight, get that clip. He's talking about the interception on with Damani Jackson at the end of the game. See if he fake kneeled it or just get that clip. We're trying to determine if he fake kneeled it or if he was about to and then he remembered like, whoa. And then so Dwight, get that clip for us. We're going to react to it on our post-game show. But yeah, Ty, that's my final thoughts on it. And man, I hope, man, this is not even a staff question for me at this point, man. I really am questioning. And I want to reach out to some of my boys and feel like and really let's talk to them. Is the rumors of the locker room, the defensive side of the ball? Is that what like not defensive side? It's three players' names that I heard vocally, and I'm gonna confirm and make sure I talk to the right people because if what I'm hearing is true, then I have a question about the culture. Then I have a question, not necessarily, and if it's from what I hear, if it's just what's on film and what's happening, then I'm not tripping about the culture. There's a different form of communication happening. That's how I'm perceiving it. There's a different form of coach-player communication happening right now that as a fan base and as a coach myself, I probably am not used to, but because of the new wave of college football, this is what it's becoming, and it's not something that I'm happy about. Because it's gonna, if it's happening at Alabama, it's happening everywhere. That's what people fail to realize. If it's happening at Alabama, it's happening everywhere. It's happening at Ohio State. If it's happening at Bama, and I'm talking about all of this locker room drama and commotion, you see the tweets, you see the Instagram posts, you see red shirts happening everywhere. It's not just happening at Bama. If it's happening at Bama, though, you know it's happening everywhere else. You know it's happening where I know Ohio State is happening there for sure. I know it's happening at Texas. Amari Knee-Black is being very vocal about his dissatisfaction being at Texas right now. And I'm like, wait, didn't you just go for a business decision? Didn't you get your money? Oh, now football matters more. Now it's about football. So it's not just at Alabama, y'all. You're going to hear some rumors about some players and their gripes, but it's more. I feel like it's more so of a clash of understanding of what football should look like at this point. You're talking about a transition of systems and thought process and philosophy. I was just getting coached by the greatest coach of all time, the greatest college football of all time, and now you want me to come and listen to you? Nah, he told me to do it like this. I know you calling the play, but if I see this, I'm naturally gonna do this. But my thing is this, player, you didn't even do it great when the greatest coach of all time was telling you to do it. So why are you trying to be? Stop, Smook. Don't tell the truth. Hey, if y'all want to find me, I'm Coach Smook on everything, y'all. Well, I'm live for a post-game show. I'm live for a post-game show on YouTube. If y'all want to pull up, we got to call in, all of that stuff. Pull up. I'm always open. Even if you're not a Bama fan, I don't care. At Coach Smook. At Coach Smook. You'll see it pop up as Coach Smook Network. At Coach Smook on YouTube. I know you can't share the links in this chat, but or can you? I'll try. But if y'all want to pull up, y'all definitely pull up. We got the vibes. The chat is live already. They can't even see me talking, and they've been interacting the whole time because a lot of them have issues with the Bleacher Report. We got 38 live on YouTube, 260 live on Twitter. I'm pretty sure I'm getting retweeted and everything on Twitter. People think it's sweet, but it's about to get active on this phone line. Pull up and have a good time. It's always a pleasure, Ty, hanging out with you, man. And man, I'm enjoying it because I know what's coming, and I'm going to enjoy every opportunity I get to share with my brother on this screen. So I'm happy to be here again, Ty, and we got a few more games left on Bleacher Report covering Bama, and I can't wait to see how this continues to unfold, man. It's definitely mind-wrecking, but that's what makes this part of the game exciting, this part of the business exciting. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Man, listen, I went back, and you know where I was moving around last week, man. And I was like, why am I getting a post game reminder for Friday? And I looked at the schedule. I was like, hold on, Friday. And then I emailed him. I was like, is it tomorrow? Do y'all mean tomorrow? Because I thought they might have switched something up. You know, like maybe it's a Saturday. Maybe I missed the email. So I'm going through my Bleacher Report emails. So total mix up in scheduling. By the time I seen your text, man, I was already live on my channel because I thought they just forgot about me. I felt bad. But Bleacher Report, they love me. I love them, and they definitely hit me up and told me, you know, it's okay. It was a mix up. Whatever the issue was, it was. And we're back, though. We're back, and we're going to finish the season strong, Bleacher Report. I appreciate the opportunity. I really do. Roll Tide, everybody. All right, brother. I'll catch up with you. You too, man. All right, let's get to it. Give me 2 seconds, y'all. Get straight on this side. Yeah. All right, let's dive into it, y'all. Let me do this right here. Boom. Boom, let's go, baby. Y'all ready? Yeah, let's go, man. Post-game calling show. Y'all know what time it is, man. Y'all been hearing me talking in the background. It's time to get to it, man. Pissed the off right now. I'm telling you right now, I'm pissed. I am so pissed. I'm back on my show now. Hey, listen, time to take the tie off. Hold on. Hey, if y'all didn't see the live this morning from the pregame score, the score predictions, man, that was a vibe, man. I can't tell you. I'm looking at my subscribers right now, y'all. Thank everybody that saw me live, that subscribed. They're on site. Who this calling in? I ain't tell y'all to call in. Folks just disobedient. You're not getting first. I'm sorry. Ain't nobody say the phone line open. Sorry. Disobedience. But we got to do a breakdown. We got to get into it. I'm gonna tell you how this show gonna go. Listen, I'm putting everybody on a timer today. I ain't got a lot of time for all the crying and stuff. If you come on crying, you ain't talking facts. I ain't got time for it today. Let's talk facts today. Let's talk about how many tackles were missed this game. Let's talk about how we just didn't show any effort. Let's talk about how our coaches took doggone extra drives. Why are we taking extra drives to make adjustments, y'all? If I see one thing, I'm taking a look for what it is. Kane Womack and the defensive staff, I commend you. First half adjustments were great. Second half were slow. Effort on the defense got to be better. Secondary played a lot better today. Can't lie. Secondary played a lot better. We dealt with a quarterback who's starting to build some confidence. He's starting to get a lot more reps. Very athletic guy. He didn't make a lot of mistakes. We forced turnovers like we said we wanted to. We just got to show a little bit more effort, y'all. If I can get a lot, not a little bit, if we get a lot more effort, from our defense, I think this team looks totally different. I think our offense could be as aggressive as they're made to be. I think our run game could be leaned on a little bit more. Right? Hey, Daquan, yeah, I seen that. Yeah, Daquan, you see him try to play me? Tell your boy Adrian, I still don't care. Oh man, that ain't cool. Even Daquan, if I didn't know you, does that what is that? What does that mean, bro? He tried me, y'all. Can I stop the music? Hold on. Let me stop the music. Let me pump the brakes real quick. Daquan, I'm mad you made me even think about that. I had left it alone, Daquan. Adrian Hubbard, if you watching on Twitter, y'all go tag him. Let him know. Coach Smook don't back down for nobody. You see, I kept asking, who are you? I don't know. Bro, that was almost 20 years ago since you touched the field, since I seen your face. Where you been at since college, brother? 2-time national champ. You should have had more. I'm Adrian Hubbard. Man, I saw a great. Man, let me show you the picture. Where's my autograph? I mean, we saw a great. I pulled over and man, I'll be back. Let me pull out my memorabilia that I collected today. I ran into SEC champion and former Hall of Fame. I think he Hall of Fame Sherman Williams. We ran into Sherman Williams. Come on. We ran into Sherman Williams. Didn't mind. Nah, DQ, you know how it gets down. You got tell folks. See, Daquan know me since I was. I know we know each other, Daquan. Since I was what, 8, 9, 4th grade, 5th grade. Daquan, how long we known each other, bro? Since about 4th or 5th grade, right? Tell him I've always had this type of passion. I've always had this energy. I ain't never been quiet. And I ain't never backed down for nobody. I was the smallest thing in 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th grade. Shortest thing out there. Popping off with everybody. Since middle school, 5th, 6th grade. Since 5th, 6th grade. Come on, y'all. Adrian Hubbard, if you pull up to my chat, I still don't know who you are. Come on the screen and reintroduce yourself. But I met Sherman Williams today on a lighter note. Appreciate Sherman Williams. Hey, not only did he give me an autograph picture, I paid for it. I had to support my man. Man, Sherman Williams was one of my favorite running backs, man. Watching Deuce Palmer highlights, man, you're going to see number 20 in the film. You're going to see it, right? You watch any games from that time, you're going to see 20 in the film, right? You're going to see for 20 on the. But not only did he do that, but he's our first signature on the AAA giveaway ball. So shout out to Sherman Williams. Sherman. I see you, Nicole, your crazy self. Right. And then that's the thing, Adrian. I mean, come on, bro. You're supposed to be a professional. Like, bro, who are you? You know who I would notice if I ran into them? Even though they don't get a lot of clout for their effect, like Dalvin Tomlinson, all those offensive linemen. I guarantee you a lot of y'all don't know a lot of our offensive linemen by face. You know how many people wouldn't know Chris Owens by face? Like, a lot of people walk past. It's a lot of people, man. Not DJ Dale. What's his name? Played Isaiah Buggs. Isaiah Buggs was at the facility, right? At the Alabama facility during spring ball. And he was walking around there, and there were players and coaches alike that probably never paid attention to Alabama football during his era. They didn't probably watch it to know his face well enough. They didn't know who Isaiah Buggs was. He's walking around talking to all these different NFL execs and all these different stuff that's there for pro day, right? But there are players there that don't know who he is. That play for Alabama. Come on, man. Come on, man. Like all right. But anyways, y'all, get into the show, man. Adrian Hubbard, man. You whack for that. And I mean, I didn't disrespect you. I didn't disrespect you. I respectfully declined to even care who you was in that moment. And if that's with anybody, man, you don't know who I am. No. OG Gill texts me talking about that's some Adrian. OG, you know me. If I didn't recognize Nick Saban by his face, I don't think he would react like that. You don't know who I am? Like that's whack, bro. You act like, and then you ain't got no entourage with you. Ain't nobody asking for your autograph. Like you walking past me. You're walking past me like you're big time. I'm asking for a score prediction for the team that you played for and won national championships for. You're not even going in and going to like no VIP section. You're walking amongst the people and nobody's even stopping you, asking you for an autograph. Come on, man. Took the shades off and I'm like, still don't know you, brother. Yeah, man, that happened on the live earlier, Davin. It was sad, bro. Like, bro. Like, come on, man. Nah, Adrian Hubbard, not Ron Hubbard, Adrian. Daquan, am I tripping or that's just being real. Josh, am I tripping, brother? Am I tripping? Y'all know he on Twitter, tag him. I don't care. That was lame, bro. That was lame. Blake Sims has an autograph signing line and he ain't never did no junk like that to nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know players. My brother checks in like you think he go. Daquan, how many people do you walk by daily that are college football fans that don't know who you are? Would you ever, like, come on, man. Fake ass he had on. Trying to play. I know you stopped at Dollar General to get them shades. I get the same ones, balling on a budget. More power to you, my brother. Do I know who you are? Do I know who you are? God bless you, man. Hey, 334-625-1121. The phone line is open. Let's talk some football, man. No more Adrian Hubbard thinking he bigger than what he is. Like, bro, come on, man. I couldn't imagine. Like, I don't care how recognized Coach Smoot become. I'm the one. I am appreciative to be recognized, and I'm glad when I don't get recognized because now I'm just regular out here. I love it. I love blending in. It's cool with me. Facts, Daquan. Facts. The best ones is the ones that's out the way. Be seen but and not heard. Come on, man. Stay humble, right? Stay humble, right? We got 917 on the phone. Yo, JB, what's up? You on the line, brother? How you feeling? Listen, I'm sorry, chat. Hey, I'm gonna redirect the chat right now. Give me 2 seconds to redirect the chat, JB. 2 seconds. Chat. We gonna let Adrian live. It was a big game today. I mean, whatever it was, that's what it was. I just had to get that off my chest because he definitely tried me live, y'all, and it could have went left, but I thank God for the grace. And they said he act like he was Reuben Foster. Facts. I would have known that Reuben Foster. I mean, Reuben still looked like Reuben. Adrian don't look like Adrian. I mean, gray facial hair and skinny face. Wasn't he big in college? Like, wasn't he like swole? I thought he was a former basketball player. Like, bro, come on, bro. Come on. Chill. I said, bro, I literally said, I don't. Who are you? Like, that was the first thing I said. He said, you don't know who I am? I said, I don't. Who are you? And he said, I won 2 national championships. I said, oh, that's what's up. So what's your name? Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, man.
you got me a little headache. I don't even know what to think about it now because it goes from averaging 40 points a game to 50 points a game to 35, now 27 back-to-back games. Everybody's talking about firing the coaches and everything like that, but I'm like, if you fire the coach, okay, who are you bringing in? Jesus Christ? Who are you bringing in? People keep understanding, okay, Caden Womack is this and this and that, and he can't do this, he can't do that. He got to the aura of Nick Saban. I said, any coaching staff that comes in has to replace the other coaches. Y'all do know this, right? It's not just Nick Saban. It's the Kirby Smarts. It's the Jamie Prumitts. It's the Mike Loxley. It's all of them. All of them. So regardless of who you bring in, is going to be compared to those winning championship teams. Our tackling is bad. It's bad. We look lost. They got the dub. I appreciate the dub, but it's just like it doesn't look. Y'all don't look like a team at all. And it's only going to get worse. They're bringing plays from Vandy, the shovel pass. I said it when I first saw it. I said they got that from Vandy, and we're getting exposed. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what they need to have them. The Chicago Bulls meeting with with Phil Jackson and get some sage around. KT, you provide them with some sage or something. But they need something. I'd rather lose every single game if you're going to put the guys on the field that's going to actually give us some effort, give us some heart, and play through the whistle. We're tackling high. What is y'all doing?
Bro, we're not even tackling high. It's like they're absorbing contact. It's like they're inviting this physicality that they're definitely not ready. They're not ready for. But my thing is, when has it been in football? Not just Alabama football, y'all. When has football ever been? It's on me as a coach to tell this player how hard or how intense to go. Nuh-uh. We got baby problems. Hold on, y'all. Can't have it. Let me see. We're going to get him back on in a second. Give me a second. Let me see. Can you hear me now, JB? Hello? Can you hear me, JB?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. You had my meters peaking over here. Pause.
Now we good.
Okay, but yeah, but I was just kind of saying, like, at this point, man, I can't blame either coach, either side of the ball until I see some effort. Offensively, I saw him pick up the effort. Offensive line, I saw him pick up the effort. I saw the protection adjustments. I saw the formation adjustments. I saw plays being guys driving back to the ball in the second half on pass plays. South Carolina's defense just was executing a solid defense that if you allow their front to be effective, which they were, you see their back end thrive. That's what we said. And that happens. But we also was able to counter it when we finally leaned on the run game. That's what I was happy to see from the offensive side. Defensively, I like the front adjustments. I like the play calling adjustments, in at points. But personnel and then dialing up certain plays with that personnel, it was 2 or 3 times where having Malachi Moore and Smitty in the box was a liability in run support. Because what they were doing is they were making the reads off of those guys instead of the ends, the edge rushers. Our edge rushers were playing true end technique today.
You need Lawson doing.
Not
look lost,
bro. Don't even get me started on Lawson. I'll let somebody else tear Lawson bits because I respect him enough to really keep. I haven't watched the film yet enough to remove my feelings from it. I really haven't. So I'm not going to speak on Lawson today. That's how disappointed I am in his effort these last 2 games. Honestly, the last 3 games. Since Georgia game, I have not been. And you were at the tailgate. You heard me call him out at the tailgate too.
Yeah.
Right before I took a nap. Shout out to the Big 72 in the chat on YouTube and the 273 on Twitter, man. If y'all on Twitter, man, pull up on the YouTube side, man. Pull up on the YouTube side. I want to see your comments in the chat. Can't see your comments on Twitter. Don't be over there rubbernecking and clipping stuff and screenshotting. I don't want to see all these retweets when I get out here. Come on, get over here on the YouTube side. Get on this phone line and call in. JB, you got about 3 more minutes, man. Give me some more thoughts on this game, bro.
But like I said, we're gonna always take the W. We're always gonna take the W. But I just feel like something's got to change. So I've been saying that we're relying too much on Milrose running the ball. He's gonna start to get the Michael Vick effect. You can't stop him when he's running. Just put a body on him. Keep hitting him. And right now, that's what they're doing. Every time he has the ball, they're hitting him. He's taking unnecessary hits. So it's like, do we not trust our running game? Do we have a running game?
JB,
and two,
stop asking that question, man. The running game is not. You're not going to have a running game without in this league. Every successful run game. Look at Tennessee. Nico has to use his legs for that running game to be effective. They have one of the most explosives. They have a totally different run scheme, but they have to use. Nico has 6 to 10 rushing attempts per game. Jalen Murrow, the dialed up run attempts today. I don't think he had more than 10 today. You saw him utilizing the red zone. I didn't see a lot of open field running, and not until that last drive where it was needed. You see how they blew up Jam Miller on that read option? They were crashing. Yeah, they were assertive on that. So why not keep that as a basis of your offense? If that's what your identity is, use it as a basis of your offense. Him taking hits. How he takes the hits is on him. Jalen Murrow got to learn how to slide. He got to learn how to be assertive in his run and attacking the run game when he's dialing up the run. You're either going to get out of bounds or you're going to get upfield, drop your shoulder, protect yourself, or slide to get down. He got to be assertive. Stop being indecisive in that. That's not on coaching, bro. That's not play calling. You got to use his legs in the run game. That's the only way we're going to have an effective run game.
But this would be my fear. Say he does get injured and he's got to be out for 1 or 2 weeks. Our running game starts with, you just said, our running game, an effective running game was going to start with Jalen. So if he gets hurt, of course we don't want to see it. If he does, hypothetically, he does get hurt, what do we do now with our running game? We're going to implement it with Ty?
What do you mean? What do you mean? Talking about if he gets hurt?
I'm talking about hypothetically. If it was
we all know that this play calling slightly changes with Ty in the game. We've seen that 3 times this season. The play calling slightly changes with Ty. That style of play calling, the fact that you have players in the box, I don't understand. So y'all don't want Jalen to use his legs, but they're putting 7 in the box. They're leaning 6 in the box, right? They're bailing. They're confusing. They're walking up to the line and dropping. You don't want them to respect the fact that they have to account for 2 run options. 7 out of 10 your play. You're 10 in your run.
Okay, for the last, because I know we about to get off too. I'm talking about that last one. We should have closed out the game with 5 minutes left. 20 to 19 or whatever. That's 5 minutes left in the game. Or was it probably 27?
Hold on, I gotta hit this hold on, I gotta hit this fair weather horn real quick.
Go ahead. Oh, that's for me?
Beast mode, no cheat code.
Oh, okay.
I gotta read it in the fair weather voice. This is life after saving. Looks like y'all. We're a mediocre squad now. We can't play close games against other SEC opponents. Other teams can't get better like us. Other teams can't have good years or good games. We're supposed to dominate and just be this team that wins every game.
Where's he been for the last 3 years, bro? Where have you been for the last 3 years?
Oh my God, we're not dropping 60 points. We're not beating people by 40 anymore. We're not doing it, guys. It's over. We can't. Where have you been for
the last 3 seasons, bro? Where have you been?
That's that fair weather vibe. I'm helping you, bro. You can't ever say I didn't feel you. I gave you your space. I brought it to you. I stooped to your level. I gave you my best form of fair weatherness. It just ain't in me. It tastes nasty. If it don't feel good. I'm really about to go throw up acting like a fair weather right now. Trying to appease for views. I want you to stick around. That's it. So I did that for you, brother. I did that for you. Oh my God, we're mediocre.
That's crazy. No, we're gonna have those gritty wins. We're not gonna always win by 20, 15. You're gonna have to win by 3 sometimes. You're gonna have to do that. I think that they all have this. It went from blaming the coaches one game to coaches and players one game to now I'm blaming everybody this game because that didn't look cohesive as a team. What's going to happen next week when the environment changed and this changed? Like, what's going on? But
I'm having a fair weather tantrum right now. This how these fair weathers be looking, y'all. That's how fair weathers be at home, man. They be out there tweaking, bro.
It's crazy.
We just won the game,
like,
y'all. It was an ugly win. Okay, man, we won. Whew.
Yeah, I'll take the win. Might not like the way how we won.
We not gonna like a lot of wins this season. I'm telling y'all right now, we're not gonna like a lot of them. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Next week, our identity is gonna be how we win or lose next week is how our team is. This is. I'm telling you, and I've been saying it. For the first 3 weeks, we got a team. For the last 2 weeks, we got a team. Week 6, we're gonna get the first 3 weeks or the last 2 weeks for the rest of the season. There won't be a balance because I honestly believe we had our balance at the beginning of the season. We were just getting into, like, coming out of that USF game, going into that Wisconsin game. We were just getting some consistency in the run game. You lose Richard Young to injury. I believe that hurts too. Losing Richard Young, y'all remember how much rotation there was in the running back room? I think Richard Young and Jam, if you look at back how effective Justice was in the first few games, it was because the rotation was Jam and Rich. Justice was getting 1 or 2 in between them, but it was Jam and Rich. And then Justice was getting those auxiliary carries where you got momentum. Now we're going to get Justice implemented.
And we really miss Law. I think we really miss Law right now.
Hey, hold on. I got to give him another horn, man. This boy, your fair weather meter is off today. Hold on, it's going off today. So Saban was losing to Vandy? You trying to tell me Saban was losing to Vandy? Nah, Saban lost to ULM.
Yeah, he lost to ULM, bro.
A non-SEC opponent. But we're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about Saban going and that team losing to Florida in the SEC championship in 2008. His second year as the head coach. And then also going to and losing to Oklahoma in the was it the Sugar Bowl or was it the Cotton Bowl? I can't remember. I think it was the Sugar Bowl in 2008.
Sugar Bowl. We lost to Oklahoma.
We're not going to talk about those losses.
All right.
Boy, that fair weather meter going off, man. Yeah, I see you dabbing on your avatar, but that it gets you a dab of some real fandom right now.
We're not going to talk about us getting blown out of the national championship.
We're not going to talk about that. Shh, don't tell those truths, JB. JB, last statement so we can get somebody else on the line, bro.
No, man, roll tide. We still in the hunt.
We still in it.
All that matters. We still in it.
We still in it.
We got some things that we got a Band-Aid, but AAA roll tide. I'll see y'all in the chat, bro.
100%, JB. Appreciate you for calling in, bro. One, 2, 3, 4. The lines open some more. Let's go. Come on, y'all. Turn up. 334-625-1121. Listen, I'm not happy about that win at all. I can't wait to go back and watch the whole game back. I'm not happy, but I ain't fair with either. I think this team looking just like everybody else, man. Y'all act like we don't. Man, you think Georgia was happy with that win over Auburn last week? They'll tell you they was, but if you talk to somebody that got some sense. Got another call on the line, 205. Let's see what it is.
Rico, put me in the game, coach.
Rico, what's up, man? You in the game? Talk to me, my boy.
What's up? How you doing?
I'm good, man. How you feeling?
I gotta say,
wiping your forehead. You got your preacher towel out.
That's what I'm talking about, man. I ain't even see the whole game. I got off work and came home, and at the fourth quarter, and I saw my first thing I saw was Jalen throw that interception in the end zone, and I was like, oh my goodness, no.
Mm-hmm. It bothers me because that interception in the end zone was to me that was the right read, man. But why you so lax with that pass? It wasn't like you had a corner just bail out to the flats. That corner played in between that deep half. I mean, it's only so much space to account for right there. I think it's like it was off the 15. How deep was it? I can't remember. It was like inside the 20, the pass was. As a corner
See,
with that much air under the ball, shoot, I'm 34. I ain't did a sprint in probably some months, man. I could have got up under that one.
I'm like, Jalen, I know you more accurate than that. Come on. That dude wasn't nowhere near your receiver. Why is the ball going right there? Oh my goodness. But I was happy to see defense wake up and get it right back. LT Overton, you deserve a medal.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you. But yeah, I mean, it ended. It's like they started to come alive in the fourth quarter again, but then the defense let them score again. Them penalties, self-inflicted wounds, caused South Carolina to threaten to score again. Well, they did score again, but it came so close to them losing that game. But
all right, I'm tired.
Jackson.
I'm tired of hearing this. I'm sorry, Rico. I'm tired of hearing this. Ryan Williams was wide open on the side. You want to know why he was wide open from the other side? You know what happens behind the line of scrimmage a lot of times? You got 6'4", 6'5", 6'7" linemen, right? When you get pressure from that side, your peripheral is severely blocked. Well, they sent pressure from his strong side. That's what the scouting report says. Red zone, let's keep him from looking right. Let's keep him from looking right. Wherever Ryan Williams goes, let's keep him from looking that way. So how do you do that? You send pressure from that side so you can't account for it. Now, if y'all talking about Ryan Williams being wide open on the other side, why doesn't he check down to his check down route in his hot zone so the quarterback can see him? That's a young mistake. Yes, you're wide open in the end zone, but he can't see the end zone. There's no possible way for him to open his zips up and see that route. So, yeah, Williams was open. A lot of people are open after the play is done. Come on, man.
Yep, they got to make it make sense.
Make it make sense, man. Like, for real. Like, as a quarterback, I know y'all think that it looks like what happens on NCAA, that's how it looks on the field, but that's not how it looks at all. I promise you. There is very limited field of view. And then on top of that, when you have been studying, when you get a slant from a linebacker, right? You know what they're coming with. You know what your reliefs are. They take away my right side. I got one high. Well, I got the high-low look here. I got to make the right decision. To me, he made the right decision. Late and a bad ball. Right decision, late on it, and a bad ball.
Yeah. Yeah. They don't know. So a lot of people just don't. I'm included in it though, but a lot of people haven't played the game and they haven't coached the game, so they just on the outside looking in, and they can't, they just see what from a fan perspective, not from a student of the game perspective. And I include myself into that. I'm not, I'm not like a student of the game like that, but I'm not so quick to say, well, instead I shut my mouth, I listen to what's going on, and I support my team. If I don't know a lot about the game, I'm not gonna run my mouth. I'm gonna support my team. Only thing I'm gonna say is if I see a boneheaded call, I'm gonna call it a boneheaded call.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? I can honestly say I haven't seen a dialed up blitz in the wrong situation. I haven't seen us drop back in the wrong situation, because when we in situations where we drop back, it's situations where you can drop 8 and it should work. It should be accounted for. Players should be able to execute and reference, whatever the play development looks like ahead of them, in front of them, and be able to be athletes at the University of Alabama, a D1 scholarship athlete, and play some quality football. We haven't had the luxury of seeing that from our defense this season. And somebody in the chat asked the question, I think it was Dougie Fresh. He said, do you think this team is getting better? He said, Smook, this is my question for you. Have we gotten better each week, like last year, or did we peak too fast? Rico, I'm gonna let you answer that, and then we're gonna open the phone lines back up.
Well, I think that the defense may have peaked too fast because they seem to be backsliding. Offense is getting better. I mean, yes, every quarterback is gonna have his issues sometimes, throwing picks and everything. But for the most part, offense is getting better, in my opinion. It was just that their defense just had things dialed up that kept us from scoring this week.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe that against Tennessee we gonna see a stifle as much like that. I'm not, I believe we're gonna be able to score against Tennessee.
Did he
because
fumble
we've seen
again?
that. Huh?
I think Oklahoma just fumbled again, y'all.
Oh, okay. But because we've seen a similar offense already in USF, so I think what am I talking about? Offense. Offense can't play against offense.
100%, Rico. But I'm gonna follow up with this, and then we're gonna open the phone lines back up. I don't think this team is peaked at all. I think they were just getting into a groove going into Georgia. I think the results allowed them to feel like they had reached a certain level. And I think the last 2 weeks they see how much more development can be done within both of these new philosophies. Like there's this mindset, and I want to say the reason we're seeing sort of a balance is because of the type of players you have out there. You have a mixture of young guys and a mixture of old guys. When things need to be executed, you see young guys executing. I think the two leading tackles on our team are both Jahad Campbell and Deontay Lawson, but that's because of their reps, the amount of snaps. If you look at production per snap, all of your freshman guys, Zabian Brown, Jalen Mbakwe, even your transfer guys, Damani Jackson, Keon Sabb, all of those guys are productive. They're producing. Our dings are coming from our veteran guys who, quote unquote, stay. And so there's got to be accountability factor implied. There's got to be a mindset check. I mean, just overall for the whole team and the staff, the mindset has to be checked. So, final thought, Rico, and then I'll let you off the line.
Well, I'm gonna just be honest with you. I mean, just look at last year. Last year, the team didn't wake up to Game 6. And what is Tennessee? Game 6. I believe we're gonna have a similar situation where both the offense and the defense gonna really wake up and really start playing. Because I said at the beginning of the season, it's gonna come down to execution. I believe a lot of the plays have been the right plays called. It's just the execution has been poor.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like Game 6, all of the players will wake up. Even the freshmen. I'm
sick of these new scheme players. Come on, Rico, you got 20 seconds, bro.
Yeah, even the freshmen will wake up and start playing better.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide, Rico. Roll Tide. Appreciate you for calling in, bro. I'm so sick of you, Tyrone, and other people that keep talking about new scheme. Tyrone, I could have sworn you said you coached or played the game, right? When have you ever, unless you fired a coach, have you ever seen a schematic flip? This scheme, nobody was crying about this scheme the first 3 weeks. So hush, it's not the scheme. Players got to be held accountable. Players got to play better. Players, especially our defense, needs to play better. Our defense, how many snaps we're playing a game, the average is going up weekly. I can't tell you how many missed tackles behind the line of scrimmage we have up to this point. It shouldn't be as many as there is. Shouldn't be that many as there is. So all of you scheme people, show me a play. Show me multiple plays with our coaching staff where we're getting beat. Where guys are out of position. I don't see a lot of out of position. I see a lot of missed tackles.
Call from Zachary, put me in the game, Coach.
Yo, what's up, Zach? You in the game? Talk to me, bro.
What's up, Coach Mook? How you doing today?
Man, I'm about 2 inches off somebody's tail right now. They keep talking about this scheme. Like, you know what I'm gonna tell them, Zach. From now on, I'm gonna tell them to choose their words carefully, because maybe they might not mean scheme. Maybe they don't know what the word scheme is. They hear the Bama Standards panel crying about it so much, they just think it scheme means everything. But they maybe they don't know better. So I'm gonna give them that. I'm gonna get them that.
Right. And going off what
hold on. And Davin, I ain't talking about Ty. I know Ty wasn't believing that. I'm saying I'm with him. I'm saying for those people, like Ty saying, and I don't know if y'all heard it clearly, for those people that keep talking about scheme, like, come on, dog. It can't be scheme at this point. I guarantee you, a lot of nickel corners that play in the saving system look at this system like DeQuan. I guarantee you put DeQuan in a lot of those situations where he has one assignment and he just reacts if it doesn't fall under his umbrella. He just has to react. I guarantee you his college film has a lot more highlights than what it did under Coach Saban.
Correct.
Go ahead, Zach. Give me your thoughts, man.
Yes. What going off of what you was just saying to Rico on the previous caller about accountability, I completely agree. Actually, you took the words right out of my mouth. I was gonna say that when I called in, that the players need discipline and accountability. The coaches need discipline and accountability. We need, if players aren't doing what they're supposed to do, they shouldn't play. They should sit on the bench until they prove to the coaching staff that they can get out there and do their job on a consistent basis. And I'll say this. I think the defense got, 1% better this week? Not a lot better, but I've seen a lot more effort on plays this week than I did last week. And yes, we still miss tackles. We got to get that cleaned up. We got to do whatever we got to do, inside the program, from the coaching staff to the players, to get that corrected, But I did see a lot more effort this week.
I'm sorry, Zach. I'm watching the Texas OU game, and like on the other screen, I just so happened to click back to it and see the field goal kicker faking this, trying to fake this roughing the kicker call, and him and Sarkisian are on the sidelines like laughing about it, and you could see him mouth. He's like, "Heck yeah, I faked the crap out of it." He didn't say crap, but he said, "Heck yeah, I faked the crap out of it."
Yeah.
And so I got a question for you, Zach. And this is how I'm gonna do the phone calls. We're coming up on 3 minutes on your call. It says, "Do you think our defensive lineman needs to man up?" Question for you, Zach. Do you think our defensive line need to man up?
And I'm going to speak on the defensive line. I think the defensive line is doing their job. They're just not executing, even though they're doing their jobs, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
If we hit a player in the backfield, we need to get him on the ground, especially on third downs, because it seems like on first and second down, we can do fine. But on third down, it's like all our technique goes out the window on third down. And I mean, and they make us look silly out there.
100%, 100%, Zach. And I want for the fans that keep saying this scheme, are we? So my thing is, how many play calls can I call to put players in position to make tackles better? Like, how do I decide that as a coach? How do I figure that out? Like, I want somebody in the chat who thinks it's the defensive scheme. And please, for the chat, please listen to me for the next 20 seconds. Don't say nothing for the next 2 minutes as we let Zach do his closeout. But while you're in the chat, I want if you truly believe, and I'm gonna be able to gauge where the comments should stop at. If you truly believe this is a defensive schematic problem, give me your reasons why. Give me your reason why. I don't want people that agree that don't think the scheme is the problem. If you think the scheme is fine, players need to be held accountable. You're more so on my point from now, like 2 weeks in a row. Don't say nothing. If you think it's scheme, give me your reasons why. What about play calls? When you see a play called on the defensive side, what about their movement at that point in time, or their positioning is not working for you, that didn't work or that worked last year or previous years coming into this new season on the new staff? That's what I want to see. So give me that in the chat. But Zach, final thoughts on this game. How can we see this team improve overall? And give me a quick thought for going into Tennessee.
Okay. For one, we need to keep working on tackling, because obviously that's a problem. We got to keep, addressing that until players can prove that they can do it on a consistent basis. And it might be working in practice, but not on it translating on the field. We don't know, because we're not, we're not in there watching practice. We only see the product on the field, but I want us to take accountability. I want the coaches to have the guts to, if a player ain't doing his job, to sit him and not put him in the rotation until he proves to the coaching staff that he could do his job on a consistent basis and get out there and give 110% effort on every single play, on every single drive. And I could be, and maybe I'm wrong for thinking that, but I mean, that's what Saban did. He, and not to, include Saban in the conversation, but we still had these problems last year under Nick Saban.
And this is why comments like John Densmore says it's not rocket science, Smook. I don't think the players understand what they're supposed to be doing. They look confused. If that's the case, they've been confused for the past 6 years. This one thing that I haven't seen, I've seen it one time this whole season, and that was last week against Vanderbilt. That was the first game of the season where we saw a wide receiver streaking wide open down the field, and nobody was in position to make a play on him. The first time all season. Last year, how many times were there players out of position? Like, that's what I'm saying. If it was scheme, players would be out of position and not even be in position to make a play. This year, players are in position and missing tackles. So to me, that's not coaching. How's that coaching, XRP? Zach, come on, give me a final statement. After this phone call, I gotta go on me in like a 10, 15 minute rant. I gotta cook. I'm getting hot. I gotta cook.
And I'm gonna give my my thoughts on next week, so I can get off here, and so you can cook and do what you got to do, Coach. But for next week against Tennessee, our tackling has to improve. Our accountability has to improve. I want to see a fire. I want to see an energy that we haven't really seen since the first half of the Georgia game. I want to see that energy again. I want to see what it took for us to go up 28-0 on Georgia. I want to see that again, because that was amazing. But I don't know. Maybe we, like Dougie Fresh said, maybe we peaked a little bit too soon. Who knows? Anyways, to finish out my thought, I believe this coaching staff is going to get it fixed. It's taking longer than what than what we thought it would, and so it's frustrating from a fan perspective. So, but we'll get it figured out.
Facts, 100%, Zach. Well, I appreciate you for calling in, and your analysis is always appreciated. And for the bum in the chat that come in talking about he hate when Zach call in, well, guess what? Go over there to the channel over there that be whining all the time. Go talk to them. Don't come over here talking crazy, because guess what? We're gonna release the hounds on you, and when we get to barking and biting, it ain't no stopping. So you better go play somewhere safe. Thank you for coming by. I wouldn't come back again if I was you, Mr. Whatever that name was. Y'all remember that name in the chat that I had to ban, talking crazy. But Zach, I appreciate you, bro. Roll Tide, man. Roll Tide, man. Now, it's time for me to cook. I'm gonna hold the phone line for a second. I just started some comments. Let me go ahead and start. Let me get right. Let me go ahead and start walking them down. What about the plays? We got out schemed on. We not bringing pressure on 3rd and long. The players don't know what they supposed to do on certain downs. You know what? At some point in time, if a player is out there during practice and they're going through their reps at practice, right? And they're doing it on the field, and they're doing it on the practice field. At some point in time, you have to expect the other team that you're playing against to make adjustments too. You have to be a reactive player. If you're not reacting at a high rate, that's not on the coach. He's putting you in position to make plays. Tay McClendon, we had 19 missed tackles against Vanderbilt. Against Vanderbilt, we had 19 missed tackles. That's not scheme. And guess what? On 11 of those 19 missed tackles, there was contact made before the line of game to get a first down. So miss me with scheme, bro. Miss me with scheme. I'm watching that play again. Nah, he didn't fake it. He almost forgot. Y'all. I just watched the clip again. But yeah, and you're going to lose some plays on offense. You're going to lose when you're on defense. You're going to lose some plays. You're going to lose some. But when you're in position to make some, when you're being put in a position to make more plays than you're out of position to make, that's a problem with players. That's not coaching. The only coaching problem it is, I'm trying to figure out why he ain't took their butt out and put another play in that's going to give 110%. That's the only coaching problem I see. And at this point, with this day and age, you can't afford to just pull a player because they mess up on one play. They're not stuck there for 4 years anymore. Coach Saban had that luxury. Y'all don't want to acknowledge that. Coach Saban basically could trap players. You know how many players left Alabama, hitting the portal, having to sit out a year, and their careers never rebounded because they had to wait a year before they were eligible to play, no matter where you transfer to. So XRP, Tay, y'all keep whining about scheme. Look at how many tackles are missed. Just focus on tackles for the sake of the argument. Focus on tackles for the sake of the argument. Let's just focus on tackles, not anything else. Not the fact that we have we're +6 in turnovers compared to this time last year. Not the fact that we're +4 in sacks compared to last year, right? Not the fact that we're -21 when it come to snap different. I mean -11 when it comes to snap differential. Oh yeah, the stats are coming through. Meaning we're playing more snaps, but we're missing more tackles. Last year, we played an average of 67 snaps a game. Average missed tackles a game, 6.9. After the Vandy game, we went from 5.7 to 8.5. And I don't even know what we're going to be at now. I know I counted at least 7 or 8 in the game. We can't have missed tackles, especially behind the line of scrimmage. You know what, Bama Gump? I'm not mad at Zay Mincy on that play. That's a young mistake. You're gonna have that issue with young players. I commend South Carolina's offensive staff for throwing that look at them, because all you're doing is testing to see if they're gonna make the look. You're just testing to see if they're gonna take the look. And to me, that wasn't a bad breakdown, honestly. That honestly wasn't a bad breakdown. I'm gonna be honest, because you got a young corner out there. You're telling him to basically to play curl flats, right? You want to play curl flats. He didn't get a outside release. He got an inside release. So naturally, you pass that off to the safety, right? But what happened with the safety? He got an outside release from number 2. He read his number 1 read, which he was over the number 1 receiver, right? You got an outside release. You pass it to your boundary. I'm thinking about the wrong position. You pass it to your boundary. your boundary, who is Zay Mincy, gets caught in no man's land. You know, you gotta bail, but you also gotta cover flats. You got something coming out the backfield. There was a lot going on. Keeping his eyes in the backfield, trying to do vision react, right? And he took one false step and got caught slipping. One false step, that's a young mistake. You can learn from that. You got to teach him, hey, in red zone, you cover that goal line. You in red zone, your priority, hook the flats. Hey, you can drive on the flats. You can always come up and make a play on the flats. What you can't do is give up what's behind you, right? Goal line. Those are learning experiences. Hate to see it happen in that moment, but that's a coaching experience that he can learn from. A quality cornerback freshman like Zay Mincy, I think he can learn from that. We saw Xavier Brown make similar mistake against USF. We saw him make similar mistakes, so it's a learning curve for those young freshmen. Coach, you think it's effort as well? I noticed it too. That's too much of a lackluster effort on defense. Ray, if I had to, like I said, I'm going 84% effort, player execution for the blame of this performance today. I'm going 84%. I can't ask Kane Womack to dial it up if my linebackers and defensive ends are missing tackles in the backfield. I can't ask him to dial it up. Georgia missing tackles right now. The fact of the matter is the teams are looking at our defense like food. Tay, they looking at your defense like food because you're missing tackles, goofy. Listen to what you saying. Georgia not averaging 8+ missed tackles a game, bro. They may not have an elite secondary like they have in the past or elite front, but they're not missing a lot of tackles. That game against us, Georgia only had 4 missed tackles. We had 9. Go look at the game against Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt, 7 missed tackles or 6 missed tackles. We come out of that game with 19. Bro, stop. Don't face facts. I'm gonna let you do that. I'm gonna let you just be a fair weather and be emotional and not look at the game for what it is. Don't hold the players accountable. Just blame it on the play call. To me, it feels really a play calling issue. We would be getting blown out by 20+. Because if it was a play calling issue, then we wouldn't even be in position to miss tackles. Think about it like that. Sean, that's what I'm saying. It was that bad. If the play calling is that bad, players would not be in a position to have all the missed tackles that they have. Come on, man. Like, this is crazy, man. Glenn Teague, I said the same thing defensively. Outside of that defensive line, let's leave that substitution alone on the back end. You had 4 weeks to figure out who you had. I understand you got some spots where you were still having some battles, but roll them out. Roll them out. Repetition, rep counts for players matter for a reason. Right? In sets. Where's my quality control? Glenn Teague, I believe you're a coach, right? You coach, Glenn? When we're at Alabama, you know how many quality control personnel we have on both sides of the ball? Where's the attention to detail on that part? Personnel. And that's the only coaching ding I've had since week 1. I mean, since the spring. Since the spring, that's been my issue. Malachi Moore at free safety is not something that I want to see, man. It's not something I want to see. Leave my boy in the box. Let him be your Sabanist star for this Rover. For this 425. Let him be your Husky. Let him man that. Inside linebackers, that's it. Right out with Demani and Xavier on the outside. No, I don't even, bro. David, I understand Xavier got the experience right now, but I'm talking about straight up effectiveness. If Xavier not popping at the beginning of the game, give me Mbakwe. Give me Mbakwe. If Xavier if showing tendencies early in the game as a true freshman, this freshman year, give me Mbakwe. Boy, ice cold in his veins, bro. Stand at number 7. It depends on what happens up top. The Red River rivalry could turn around. I don't see it. I told y'all, I let my emotions get the best. I will be doing a cut to that. Oklahoma, Lord have mercy. I knew I was right, y'all. I knew I was right. I let Texas kid get me in my emotions. And it ain't my team, so I don't care, but I let him get me in my emotions. I just want Texas to win. I want Oklahoma to win so Texas kid could shut up. That's what I want. Shout out to the 101 in the chat on YouTube, man. We crazy. Hold up. We going crazy right now. 101 in the chat. Man, let's run these likes up. Man. I appreciate y'all for pulling up on the channel, man. We got the call-in show. We about to go into our first break. And then when we come back, we're going to get back into the phone lines, breaking down and talking about, giving some reactions about this Alabama versus South Carolina game. A win, another conference win. That's how I'm gonna leave it. Not a good win. We saw some resiliency. That if I had to take anything away from that game, we saw some resiliency from our coaching staff because, quite honestly speaking, our players are not executing effectively on the defensive side. And offensively, man, it's only so much the offense can do. It's only a certain pace. I mean, you can't slow down a Ferrari, but so slow, man. You only could drive for so slow before it started becoming contradicting for having the freaking car. So we got to be able to rock with it. Andrew the GOAT said Alabama is just not a good team right now. I wouldn't say that. They're not a consistent team. They're still one of the better teams in the country. You can't line just anybody up against Alabama right now and beat them. I can't say the same for Auburn. I can't say the same for Miami. Miami with Alabama's schedule right now has 3 losses easily. It's a different ball game in the SEC this year. Different ball game in the SEC. My phone was blowing up. You the emotional one. Anybody that doesn't agree with you is a fair weather. Spell it right first of all. Spell it right is FAIR weather. But for every big play, you give the players a pass. You make excuses. You say they're young and everything else. No, that's a freshman, a true freshman. If that happened to Devontae Smith, I'm snapping. If that happens to Malachi Moore, I'm snapping. You're talking about a true freshman here. Same thing happened to Caleb Downs. I didn't see y'all eating him alive last year, Tay. As a matter of fact, you was one of the ones on his nuts last year, giving Caleb Downs all them passes when he making his mistakes. So don't move the goalposts. And you is a fair weather. You've been complaining about Miro and all that crap. Fair weather self. Give him the horn. You want your horn? I can give it to you. That's about all you gonna get from me the rest of the night. Fairweather Tay, Secretary of Defense for the Fairweather Fan Club. Welcome to the building. I appreciate you for pulling up. Yeah, coming at all y'all. The Bama Standard is waiting for you, brother. They waiting for you. They missing your chats right now. Queen of the Cox, I wanted to publicly thank you for pulling up. That was a solid game by South Carolina. You guys came in and execute your game plan. I will say this. I don't expect your South Carolina Gamecocks to play like that every game. Everybody's going to give Bama their best game. I think a lot of people are starting to see that. So a lot of teams are showing up so they can be present for those Bama games where everybody's trying to prove that Kalen DeBoer is not Nick Saban. And I think Kalen DeBoer is fine with that. And honestly, as a fan, I might be mad about the win, but Kalen DeBoer he's going to see something different. As a coach, from a coach, I see something different. I look at my ability for my staff to go ahead and continue to make those adjustments. We saw some key personnel additions and subtractions, right? We saw some adjustments made in those last 2 drives, key adjustments, especially offensive effectiveness. Oh my God. Them last 2 drives, man, we got to see that the whole game. 5-1, Glenn Teague. Tell them about it. 5-1. You think Alabama defense look like one of the worst in college football? What's up? Kimberly, what y'all laughing at? What? What stop? Hey, you so fair weather. What does Alabama have to do? Wait, calm down. You're struggling right now. What does Alabama have to do to get back to being a top team in college football again? He panicking, boy. He panicking. Hey, I almost gave you. Hey, Rich B, imagine the amount of pressure. A lot of you fans can't even handle being a post-Saban era fan. Why are you trying to critique a coach? You can't even handle being a post-Saban era fan. You can't even handle being a post-Saban era fan and you trying to critique the coach. Some of you are horrible. Let me stop. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. You have some parents out here who are not near as good as parents as their parents were, right? Does that make you a failure? You don't do the same thing your parents did. Does that make you a bad parent? Huh? Since we want to compare, right? Since people can't make mistakes, since people can't grow. Fairweather Tay. You don't remember Miro can't read? Miro can't read no defense, his intermediate passing game. You don't remember that, Tay? I got a good memory. It's easy to remember when people use their real name. I appreciate you for using your real name too and being a member of the AAA family. But you know where them Fairweathers got to sit at. Huh? Y'all remember where the Featherweathers got to sit at? Tay, your seat right here. We're going to turn this chair right here. We're going to turn it around. You see that window? You see that window over there, Tay? That's the window for you to look outside the window and look at the rest of college football and see that Alabama ain't the only one dealing with these issues. So you can, all that fair weatherness that's oozing through your pores and seeping out of your pores and we smell it coming off you, it can just fade away as you continue to look outside at reality. Just take a look, man. Take a look. Calm down and take a look. Look out the window. Look at the rest of college football. We ain't the only ones having these issues. We only notice it because this is our team. So I'm just saying. But thank y'all for being here. Going to our first break, man. We've been live for 2.5 hours already. I feel like this one's gonna be a long. We got post game. I think we're gonna check in with Jason, Hall of Fame Jason, if he there. And it's like, hey, you know what, PJ Steins, you said something. You know, people forget. Like, there are other good teams. There's a roster right now. Ohio State has a roster on paper. Nobody should beat them. Nobody. On paper, nobody should beat them. They have a super roster. They are the Golden State Warriors of college football when it comes to what's on roster. You look at their staff, they have a very admirable staff, right? A bunch of I can't win it yet, but they got an opportunity. Coach Saban out the way, the momentum is shifting. Transfer portal. You look at Vanderbilt's roster, they have out of the portal, they have, I think 6 of the players were former top 25 players in their class in recruiting. And now they've went to all these they went to these schools, got experience or lack of experience or been in the system. They've gotten some reps. Now they come back to Vandy and they get to be a starter. They get catered to as far as play calling style and where they could play at. It's beneficial. So y'all got to calm down with thinking that Bama's going to beat everybody by 20. Everybody thinking Bama's going to beat. Look, today opened my eyes as far as what this team is going to be. So against Tennessee, I would not be surprised if we go out against a team that has a prolific offense and we play better against them than we do against a team that has a struggling offense and a solid defense. I would not be surprised. That's how the mode of college football is. The games where you're supposed to struggle, you're showing up and you're playing. Right? These kids' mentality is different. Get used to it or you're going to be stressed out. Get used to it or you're going to be stressed out. Tay, I'm tired of you being a fair weather. Stop being a fair weather. Even when you disagree, you don't bring no facts to the statements. Bring some facts to the statements, Tay. Tell me how the scheme is the problem. Tell me how the scheme is the problem. When players are missing tackles in the backfield on 3rd and 8. I don't care how many times they beat you later in the game. Most of those opportunities are created because you're not making good of the opportunities you can be. When the coach is dialing it up and you see Malachi Moore missing and whiffing on a 3rd and 5 on a key drive where you can seize the momentum. Or you see your running back Justice Haynes not sliding to the right protection and get a Miro sacked on 3rd and need the game to really secure the momentum and go up 21-0. Just shut the hell up, Tay. Just shut the hell up. You whining. You fair weather. Stop being fair weather and then you won't catch heat. Stop being fair weather. Stop being fair weather and you won't catch heat. There's so many other players. I promise you, Tay, there's more channels that will let you whine in them than there is than coming here and getting roasted. BNCC, we've been seeing you as fair weather. I'm just saying. What's up, man? Come here. It's open. Huh? Hold on, y'all. Let me go to this commercial break. I gotta check on something real quick. I'll be right back. After this, man, we're gonna get back into the phone lines. I'm tired of reading chats. Call in, Tay. Call in so we can hear how whiny your voice is, bro. I want to hear. I personally want you to call in after this break, man. I want you to call in. I want you to share your grievances. We want to hear you. I got tissues over here for you too, bro. I promise you, I got you. We're going to take care of you as long as you, hey, I'm going to keep this seat comfortable for you, all right? I'm going to keep this nice and comfortable for you. That window, it's a nice view too. It's nice and sunny and shining outside, right? It's real nice and shiny outside. I'm going to keep that open for you, all right? I got you though. But after this infomercial break, y'all, we're going to get back into the show. Listen, if you're not a member of the AAA and you want to be a part of this community, man, as we continue to grow, regardless of if you share the same thoughts or not, I'm telling you, this is a family. This is a fun community. Man, we have some fun. We really do have some fun. Even after tough losses and tough wins, we have some fun. Outside of the fair weatherness that you see displayed in the chat with some of the badges, with one of the badges, I'm going to say with one of the badges, we have a great community. And y'all can join it. Y'all can be a part of it. Just do this. Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link. It'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. And each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. If you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel. Kick me off the ball, I run it.
Leandre Gothard Jus.
Oh no, I ain't got the boy crying. Tay, don't take it personal, bro. Don't take it personal. And like I said, I'm only gonna call you a fair weather fan. I said this last night. I told KB the other day he was on fair weather alert too. I told him. I said you was on fair weather alert, bro. Talking about apologizing to Pete Golden. You better not ever say that, better. And he admitted he was traumatized. There was some red flags. He saw some things from his past that caused him to go into trauma mode, right? So we can understand that. We can get with that. But Tay, don't get in your feelings, man. We got fair weather fans in our fan base. I mean, somebody got to be fair weather. It got to be a nice balance. And you fair weather, bro. It's okay. Embrace it, man. Embrace it. There are places where fair weather fans feel comfortable. You know, I've seen those places. I can direct you to those places. If you want to feel comfortable today as a fair weather fan, Tay, first of all, the first way to getting through this process is to accept the fact that you're a fair weather fan. Just accept it. It's okay. It's okay. All right. Now the second step is to not only accepting it, but embracing it, meaning not accept. Okay, I'm Tay. My name is Tay. I'm a fair weather fan. Okay, say it. My name is Tay. My name is my handle is BMNCC, right? And I'm a fair weather fan. Say it. Type it in the chat. That's the only chat you need to be typing next. Tay, you get a pass because you're a member. But BMNCC, I don't even see a badge on. You got one more little crybaby comment. I'm telling you, there's a certain amount. See, we have a fair weatherness cap in our chat, right? You only could get like 7 or 8 fair weather comments, and when they roll consecutively, like they start to count like 1.1. So instead of it being 1, and then 2 is like 1 and 2.1, and then 3.2, and then 4.3, and before you know it, you done said 4 fair weather things, and you out of here. That's just the way the balance works with the anatomical makeup of fair weatherness. So you can be a fan, fair weather fan, and still be a solid fan in here. You know, it's okay. We got a place for you. That's why I keep telling y'all, embrace it, man. It's okay. It's okay. Listen, it's okay to be stressed out, babe. I'm stressed. But the thing is, I'm not coming in here saying it can't work. We're mediocre, this, that, and third. Because in that same breath, when I'm stressed out, the next play, I can see this team execute at a level like, oh, these dudes, if they could do this 3 out of 4 plays, every 4 plays, we're going to be great. We can be great. Everybody's entitled to your opinion. And my opinion is you're fair weather, brother. Thank you. I don't think Tay wants your help. That sounds real soft right there. But the phone line is open, 334-625-1121. As a matter of fact, BNCC, please call in and that's what your name is on this channel, BNCC, until I get your real name. Please call in. I want to hear your thoughts. You got a lot to type. Let's hear what you got to say. And that's why I love my show, because I get to call y'all out. Y'all do all that Twitter typing and all that stuff, but you won't call in and say what you got to say. Say what you mean.
Call from Piano Man.
Piano Man, what's up, big bro? Talk to me, man.
Look, you all right, brother? You all right?
Man, I'm good. Listen, I know how to 24-hour rule. I'm really implementing it this week because I got some film to watch.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I'm going to have a different mindset coming into this week with some things that we need to see going into this Tennessee game.
Yeah, bro. Well, before I say what I gotta say, I gotta address gotta do a little housekeeping we need to do right quick. Smook didn't say nothing to me, but I'm gonna say it as one of the moderators of this chat. And let me tell you something. You don't call in here talking about nobody in our family, saying you hate when a certain person call in. Keep your ass off of here. That's what you do. You go elsewhere. Okay? That's what you do. Second thing, it's not about agreeing and disagreeing. Smook and I don't agree about everything, but what we do is we listen to each other's side. Now, to you guys that are claiming that Smook is saying that you're fair weather because you disagree with him, that's not what he's saying. Your tone and your overtone say you are a fair weather fan.
No, you being nice. Your tone and your overtone, Tay, and BNCC says you're soft with a capital T.
Well,
and I'm going to say this before. It's not that you disagreeing with me. If you're going to disagree, if you're going to have a difference of opinion, bring some factual evidence, not your emotions. That's all I see from all the fair weather fans. Everybody,
yeah.
Bama Standard panel, all of them, emotions. What they would have did, what happened under Saban. That's not factuals. What in this scheme can you point out that happened consistently that you can say is the reason why you believe the scheme isn't working? What play caller? You get what I'm saying? They can't do that. They never do that.
Them cats don't know their head from third base. So y'all want to see me and Smook disagree real quick? It ain't gonna take me but 3 seconds. Smoke, that's what I'm thinking, grill, man.
Shut the hell, man. I'm about to hang up on you. See, that's a different. See, he know it's about food too. See, he know how to hit home. That's personal. See, Tay and them ain't getting personal, Piano Man. You getting personal. And I thought we was family. I thought we was good. I thought you was my big bro, but I see now.
Hey, I'm your big bro. But that's what I'm trying to show him.
You're
that's what I'm trying to show him
right now.
I'm the big brother. We get personal on here. But y'all, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Coach. I forgot something, bro. They ain't in the family like that. Yes. I don't know if they done paid their dues or not. If they are, they need to learn to get personal. And the way you learn to get personal, you got to learn to come to the Discord. The Discord will break you in. I'm just saying.
Facts,
you
man.
Come down out there whiny stuff after you come back. One night in the Discord room, and especially in that doggone boom room, you change your life forever.
Hey, can I say it one time, Piano Man? Then we're gonna get back to the conversation. If y'all think that is personal when I'm coming at you on camera, it's because you don't hang around the community. You come in here, you rubberneck, you wait until something bad happens to say something. But if you came to the community, a lot of what you all are saying, right? Displaying in public, on live and stuff in front of other fan bases that could come by and watch. That's what fair weatherness is. Because you know what a real fan does? We walk off that field no matter what the wind look like. No, we walk out of that stadium no matter what the wind look like. And when we get in the comfort of our homes, man, I can't believe them motherfuckers couldn't make no tackles. You know what I'm saying? Like that's when you let y'all be displaying the most soft I've ever seen in front of other fan bases and wonder why they be getting at us. That's what I be calling fair weather. Like you're on a panel as a Bama content promotion site or whatever. You say you do team reporting. You're supposed to be bringing analysis. You are on that mug whining as a former player at the University of Alabama. You're whining on a panel talking about it can't work. It can't be this. That's fair weather to me.
Mm-hmm. That fair weather, man. Anyway, let's get on. You know, I had to make you laugh there for a minute, Smoke. But let me tell you something.
You bet. Hold on, man. My other brother in here, Bluff. I'm gonna cuss you out. Don't come in here with that bull crap today. Don't you come in here with that today. I'm gonna cuss you out. You and every other of these mother lovers that coming in, bro. I'm gonna cuss you out. Tell him, babe, today, not today. And he probably know. He see my nose sweating. You know I'm hot. That's why he came in here talking crazy. He see my nose sweating.
Don't get cussed out by the coach now, because you won't play no more. And I'm gonna see to it that you don't play.
That's Bluff. He picking at me. That's the other big bro.
That's the other big bro. But don't get cussed out. I got to say, little bro, don't get cussed out.
We got a few hours till Sunday. Don't make me cuss. I got a few more hours. I just got a few more cuss words I'm supposed to be able to use till Sunday. Don't make me use them all right now, please.
Bro, because you got to do it, man. But anyway, man, listen, I'm so thankful we got the win. But, Coach, I'm with you, man. I think, first of all, I kind of lost some of my notes, but I think that one thing that we've got to do is keep our intensity. We got our intensity is not matching, because JB said something that won't let me go. He said here, and he's been saying it ever since I've known it. All of the other teams, Bama is their Super Bowl. That's their Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Until we realize that it's us against the world, literally. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, people don't like us at all. They can't stand us because they're not us. If their team was winning with a consistency like Bama does, then they would understand. But we don't like it that we're playing this way. No, we don't like it. Until that dude Frank, man. Listen, you want to talk about that onside kick? I could talk to you about a lot of other things than an onside kick.
And no. And see, this is where I say about the debate about it being coaching and scheme. Like, it's small stuff like that, man. Everybody knows on the onside kick, if it goes past the
hands
first,
up there,
you get your hands is up. Your hands team is on the field. But you got guys trying to scoop it and pick the ball up instead of just falling on top of the ball.
Bro, you know what? See, now you being nice. Now you're being nice. Let me say it the way Coach Smook would really say it. Okay. The problem is you're trying to shine and it ain't your light. That's not your light. Fall on the ball. What the hell are you trying to pick the ball up for? And you 275 pounds. It'll take you an hour to get turned around and turn towards the goal. Fall down.
Oh man. Hands.
Come on now. You trying to see and then number two. Since we were talking about Jalen and holding the ball too long, this, that, and the 30 through interception and blah, 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 and all that kind of stuff. You know what? South Carolina did something today that Vanderbilt did last week. They rushed. It was a timing thing. Plus, you got two of the greatest edgers in the SEC playing on the same team. Remember, Kennard and what's the other guy's name?
Kobe.
We talked about him yesterday.
Kobe.
Yeah, him. Yes, they were coming at Milroe. They were, and the other thing I like was, and I got to give South Carolina credit. You talk about schemes. Their scheme was to take Milroe out and not let Ryan Williams beat them either. This is why Jeremy Bernard was, you could say he was more or less like the hero of the game because they were focused on Ryan.
I give CJ Dupree the tap of the game, bro. CJ Dupree worked in blocking in the pass game, downfield blocking. Okay. CJ Dupree, I mean, Jeremy Bernard made big plays. He did what a wide receiver should do. But as far as keeping that offense balanced in the passing scheme, they had to pay attention to CJ Dupree and Josh Cuevas, but CJ Dupree had more opportunities. But the way that they were running, the way that they were sitting down in zones, that's what opened a lot of opportunities up on the perimeter. That's why people keep talking about we don't use the middle of the field. Well, when you see big old jokers like CJ Dupree and Josh Cuevas and Robbie Oots streaking across your face, and you're like, oh wait, ain't nobody in the middle. You're gonna slide to that. So you're gonna see more one-on-one opportunities. To me, that's a testament to Milroe using his eyes. You know, he's forcing guys to respect those reads.
I'll agree with that, Smook. Cause you know what? I forgot about CJ because CJ was making some plays with and without the ball.
Yes.
So yeah, he was doing so you're exactly right. Because I had forgot about that. And then on defense, I just think the intensity is not there and our heads are not all the way in the game to a point to where when a certain things happen, we get shook up and we don't rebound from it as we should or as fast as we need to. And we're still thinking about the last play and making mistakes, and then you're forever making mistakes. So that's where I don't know what all it's going to take, but I'm not going to say that it's scheme at all. It's not scheme. I think that what we're doing, we're shortchanging ourselves by not playing up to our potential, and just sometimes you got to let some stuff go. Okay, you made a bad play, but you keep hollering out next play, but you can't play the next play. You're thinking about the last play. So I don't know. I'm not out there. I don't know what's in their head. All I can see, what I can see, what's being given to me on the field. But I'm thankful for the win. And, we live to fight another day. We got Tennessee up next. And what you said earlier, I'm in total agreement with you, Coach. Next week, we'll define which way we're going and what we are and who we are.
Right.
It's going to define it. So, hey, to all you, so you say you're not a fair weather, well, act like it, sound like it, be about that Bama life. Because I'm going to tell you like this over here at AAA, we either, it's all Bama or nothing. It's all AAA or nothing. It's all Coach Smook or nothing. And we don't say that from a culture standpoint. We saying that from a culture standpoint because we win over here. We win over here.
Regardless of the outcome, bro. My thing is we win, bro. Like why do people take a defeat and put that as the end all be all when it comes to sports? Like that's a lot of y'all lives are slacking because the same mentality you have towards your fandom for Alabama, that's how you do with life. That's why some of y'all sit there and work 90 hours a week on a job you hate that you don't really benefit from. It pays the bills. It stresses you out. Then you wake up Saturday morning, you watch Alabama football and you're stressed out. I mean, it carries over. So me personally, when I call you a fair weather fan, you might look at your life. You might be a fair weather person. You might have a fair weather mindset.
You might just be fair weather.
Right.
I mean, that's all it is too. You know what? I hate to be around a fair weather person when the sun ain't shining.
Well, what?
I hate to be around them.
I'm telling you, bro. You know what? Piano Man, I already told you, it's a lot of fans that show up to these chats. If they saw me in the stadium, they would walk the other way. They talk all that heavy stuff and about this, that, and the third about being a fan and stuff. But if you sat next to me in the stadium, if we all could sit together, a lot of y'all, a lot of these fans, not just in this chat, but a lot of these fans, especially the ones on some of them, they would not sit next to me. Because the aura of confidence, the aura of I know who I am, I'm gonna trust the process. That's not taken. It's not taken very well amongst people who want everything given to them. A lot of our fan base don't want us to have to work for wins anymore. Fans like
I'd rather work for it and earn it, man. Because you know what, Coach? I'd rather work for it and earn it because you know what? You'll be to earn my respect then. If I have to work for it and earn it, that simply means that rascal did everything. We threw everything at him to keep him from getting it, and he overcame. You got my respect. And so that's how I see it. But I think we just have a lot of work to do. And with that, you know, it's everybody has to be held accountable from here on out. And each week we got the accountability time. After 100%. This, you know, we do, you know. And one last thing, you got to get on Twitter later on, Coach, because the number one question that's on there right now is how in the hell did Alabama beat Georgia? I told them easy. Georgia's not that good. Easy, real easy. Georgia's not that good.
They're not. I mean, look at them against Mississippi State right now.
I don't know why y'all hyping Georgia up.
I mean, look at the game with Mississippi State right now, and beast mode, no cheat code. He said that's why Smoot can't keep a job. Man, you at my job right now. You actually paying me every freaking fair weather whiny ass that you make. You're paying me. Thank you, sir, for being here and contributing. Thank you very much.
Hey, cheat code.
Thank you, cheat code.
You don't know who you messing with, bro.
Bad.
You don't know who you messing with.
Nicole, he bad, ain't he? Because he could be over there on TDA where they're going to agree with his whining and the Bama Standard and all them other channels. You could be over there, but you're here. That's weird, bro. That's weird.
Take that mess on somewhere else, bro, because don't have me to come out of Piano Man mode and go into my name mode. You won't like, I'll find you, bro.
I like VP's comment. And you know what? VP is another person that comes in here and our views don't generally agree. But when VP came in and said he has a problem with the scheme, he said, I don't think it's good against run leverage, run defense. I think that was either VP or GP, one of these letter P's that come in here. But they came in, they talk about the run defensive scheme, and I told him, slow down. Let's go look at let's dial it back. Let's look at the yards per carry average. Not just what they did with the amount of yards they get, yards per carry. Our run defense is there. If we were to stop them on initial contact, we would have a lot of teams in the negative with the first three drives. I mean, Vanderbilt should have been negative 14 rushing yards on that first drive. Negative 14. Contact was made behind the line. The first time on the first drive, I mean the first run play, it was a 6-yard gain. The next 3 run plays on that drive, contact was made 4 yards, 3 yards, and 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Both ended up being positive gains. That's not scheme, brother. That's not scheme. I mean, all you got to do is go back and watch the film. See, when I tell people go watch the film, they don't go back and watch what actually happens. Like, they're like, I told you he gained 7 yards. How did he gain 7 yards there, buddy?
How did he gain it?
How did he get
there? Did you say, hey, and did you notice South Carolina pulled some pages out of Vandy Brooks, running the shuffle pass, running the option? They had to.
You know how many times they called they play? It was ran 3 times. I want y'all to go back and watch the game. That same run motion, that same slide motion was ran 3 times in that game. The pitch option only became available once. You want me to tell you why I believe that happened? Because that's the one time where somebody didn't do their assignment. Because the pitch was there, and guess who else was there? A linebacker shooting past it, chasing down the doggone quarterback. When there was your edge rushing, your defensive end had to have quarterback responsibility. Nobody was blocking them. You had 2 people trying to go at the quarterback.
And how many times did we overrun a play? We overran it. We even turned one play. We turned it even back in. The dude broke it for a long one, but it was because everybody got caught up into containment. See, so like what you said before, you get talking about they was averaging 8 to 9 yards a carry. Why? Why? See, so before you say something dumb, do something smart and look at the logistics of the game.
Yeah.
Look at the logistics. I'm sitting up here watching Texas and Oklahoma now. You want to talk about missed tackles? Yeah. I can count them. We've been talking how many minutes, and I've watched Oklahoma miss at least 10 tackles.
Yeah.
10 of them. Had the dude in the backfield missing.
And
so
watch how that game turns out. Because Texas offense isn't just blowing them out. Like, you saw the defense go out there and force them into some crazy stuff early on. But as soon as they start missing tackles, plays that are supposed to be stopped, or plays that could shift momentum or keep momentum from shifting, they affect how the psyche of that team executes. And we're seeing a lot of that with our team. And y'all got to remember, we started the season talking about it. We have a very young team, a lot of young players. I mean, we got some sophomores on the field. We got some red shirt freshmen, but they didn't play a lot of reps last year under Coach Saban.
No, they didn't. And since you brought that up, Coach Smook, answer me this, and then I'm out. If Coach Saban was there, would Ryan Williams and Mbakwe be playing today?
Nope. Well, Ryan Williams would. That would have been Coach Saban. Like, Coach Saban understands what Ryan Williams meant to this new age of college football, and that's been something public. Now Mbakwe. Do I think Mbakwe would have impressed Coach Saban enough to see the field? No, because technically, if we're talking about being technically sound as a defensive back, Xavier Brown, who's starting as a true freshman, he wouldn't even saw the field. That transfer, Deshaun Jones, who I'm not very high on right now. I'm gonna tell you right now. When Seven got on the field today, boy, I tell you. If we have any inkling of a speedster on the perimeter with Seven at the boundary, we're in trouble. He reaches, hit slow feet. I mean, strong in run support, but slow feet. Am I tripping, or is number 7 tripping? Is number 7 a liability on the field? That's why I think Mbakwe ended up getting rotated in so fast. Because when Damani Jackson went down, you saw 7 go, and then we seen Damani Jackson in like 3 plays after that.
He got miraculously healed, didn't
he? Akeem Patterson says, I'm sick of Bama fans comparing everything to Saban. He isn't coming back to coach. I said it on Twitter yesterday. I said, let that man be retired in peace. That man just want to be retired. Why we keep bothering him?
And you know what? I'm pretty sure on his emails, he and text messages, or however their form of communication is, I guarantee you that some of these crazy fans say, please come back, please come back, please come back. Man, leave the man alone.
That man is
the board's doing a good job. He ain't lost in one game. It ain't like the world coming to an end. We want some, you get some pretty ones, you get some ugly ones. Let's call it a day. I would rather win ugly than to lose pretty. Give me the win.
100%.
A win is a win. Hey, Coach, you gonna be in the room tonight, man?
I think I'm gonna come in there, man. I actually think we're gonna go live on Kick. I want people to start driving some traffic to Kick and TikTok. So we might do some live game reactions to Ohio State and Oregon playing yet. What time they play? 5:30?
Not yet. They don't come on till tonight. Sometime around 6:30.
6:30. I'm sorry.
My time.
Okay, so it'd be 7:30.
Something like that.
Yeah. We'll probably pull that one up since the Texas OU game looked like is coming to the end. That doggone Oklahoma. I'm about to text Jason Watkins right now and say, you son of a, you tricked me into believing that mess. And I said Texas was going to, y'all heard me say it, and I switched up because we're going to have to deal with that bum. Oh my God.
Don't worry about it. Texas got the day coming. They're not that good.
Theirs is coming.
Everybody's hollering Texas this, Texas that, Texas the third. Nah, they're not. They're just playing good right now, but they hadn't ran into anybody solid yet. So it's coming for them. So, but anyway, but For those of you that are you're saying you're not a fair weather fan, you want to know more about this community, meet us in whatever room. Just meet us there. I promise you, it will change your life. And then you'll see the other side of us that, yeah, we don't like what's going on either. But what we're not going to do is trash our team. We're not going to trash it in public nor in private, but we will say what we think is wrong without being disagreeable and being a butthole about it.
And that's the thing, like the fair weather fans, when I say fair weather fans, they attack the game as if these players don't show. Like I get mad when people say Miro can't throw the intermediate pass when he's literally doing that. Like he's literally done it for you multiple times in the game, and you keep saying he can't. That's fair weather, because the one time he doesn't, oh my God, he can't throw it. Well, what about the last 2 times? What about when he threw the intermediate touchdown pass? Like, come on, man. Let's calm down. Uh-oh. I accidentally hung up on Piano Man. Who is this?
Call from
Freddie G.
Yo, Freddie G, you got lucky. I accidentally hung up on Piano Man. You better be talking about some good stuff. You in the game, bro. What's up, bro?
Hello, Smoke.
What's up, man? How you doing today? Look, I accidentally hung up on Piano Man for you, so I hope you coming in with some fire, my boy. How you feeling today?
Oh man, you already know. First and foremost, man, been a big fan of your work.
100%, bro.
So, man, I love continue to grow on that. Y'all keep on liking, subscribing.
Yeah, for sure, bro. Appreciate it.
I ain't finna hold you long. We gotta talk about this game now. Like my man just said on the last call, we gotta, as a Bama fan, I've been a Bama fan since 08. So I didn't get to see that 07 season. So, but I want to say, man, we lost to Vanderbilt last week. We gotta keep our head up and look forward. We gotta get this coach credit. We can't 1 week be excited with them after we beat Georgia, and then the next week we be disappointed. It's the SEC. Paul Bear Bryant himself said that anything can happen on any given Saturday in the SEC. So I wasn't going to discourage that. Now, yeah. I hate that we lost, but we did. But going forward, I think the only issue we have right now, the defense got to do better job with sense of urgency and with containment, and also with tackling. That's my biggest thing with the defense right now. It's gonna be a long season. We're gonna have to work on it. But even you can testify to this. Everybody still got to play each other.
Yeah.
Ain't no game gonna be pretty. Oregon got to play Ohio State tonight. Georgia gonna have to play Texas. Like everybody got weaknesses they can work on. Like it ain't just us.
Man, that there is true. I want you to expound on something, man. You know, you said you pointed out some key things defensively that at this point of the season they shouldn't even be conversations. You said edge containment, right? It shouldn't even be a conversation at this point in the season. I understand weeks 1 through 3, maybe in the week 4, but we're talking about week 6. We are now 5-1. We're in our 6th game of the season. Edge containment is a problem. Tackling. If I could rearrange it for you, priority number 1, tackling. That's got to be first.
Mm-hmm. That is number 1.
Now, I mean before you can even understand what the defensive call is, I should be able to put 11 guys out there on the field, right, and say, "Hey, you got this guy, you got this guy." I should be able to do that for all 11 players. You bother him, Everybody match up and bother them. And if the ball comes near you with that, and that player or somebody comes near you with the ball, you should be able to tackle it. Like we should be able to do that.
That's the fundamentals.
That should be number 1. All right. Number 2, you said edge containment. I will give you that one. That's a solid one. I've seen us be inconsistent with it, but when we do it, that defensive front is the reason why. So find your personnel that's getting you that push. I see a consistent push with Tim Keenan. I see a consistent push when you have Jordan Renard and Tim Smith out there. When you have James Smith, healthy James Smith, like Ty Hayes said on Bleacher Report, I love seeing Q-Rob with his hands in the ground. I love it. I love seeing. I mean, he just works hard all the time, every time on the field, and Jahad Campbell works better off the edge for me for now until John Latham John Latham and LT Overton can be more consistent and finishing plays.
Yeah, I mean it's frustrating, but I mean, man, I just like I said, Snoop. I think I got faith in us. Like I'm trying to be like you, trying to keep the head up. It's like he said, like last man just said, I'd rather have a pretty win, an ugly win than a pretty loss.
Facts.
So
Facts.
it's just right now we gotta work on us, okay? Because nobody can beat Alabama other than Alabama.
Yes.
We're the only ones that can beat ourselves. We can beat any team in the nation right now. We just got working on the P's and Q's.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all I got, Smook. I appreciate y'all. Y'all keep on liking, subscribing to the channel. One of the best channels on YouTube.
Hey, appreciate that, Freddie G. Freddie G in the chat, man. That's your first time calling in, right?
Yes, sir. I'm gonna call back some other time soon, man. But y'all keep on liking the channel.
For sure, bro. I appreciate that, Freddie G.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide, my boy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. My boy Freddie G, man. I be seeing Freddie in the chat. He always come in smooth, and then I'm like, man, I would love. And so I love that my some of my personalities, that's Piano Man, Zach, they understand that their voices in this community, and Piano Man know doggone well I would never hang up on him like that. I was trying to hit because it has call queue, not call queue, but it has call waiting, and then it has, if I don't push that button to keep the call going, then it'll start doing this buzzing sound. Y'all probably don't hear it, but it's not like a call waiting sound. It's a buzzing sound. So when people call, that's why I look so aggravated. It ain't that you're calling. It's not aggravating me that you're calling. It's the sound that I cannot turn off. So I'm sorry if that, I hope that doesn't make anybody feel some type of way, but that's what that is. All right, we got another phone call on the line, 205.
Call from
Jordan Wright, put me in the game, coach.
Yo. Call, I didn't get your name. It wasn't clear. What was your name again?
It's Jordan, bro.
Oh, Jordan, what's up, my boy? You in the game? Talk to me, Jordan. Talk to me, my brother.
What's good? How you doing, coach?
I'm feeling pretty good, man. Now that I'm calming down and I've gotten a lot of that, frustration with a lot of our fan base off my chest. It's not going to be a week where I give them a lot of energy. They've been put, the Fairweather fan base has been put on notice, and they're going to start exposing themselves, and it's fine. And Jordan, before I let you take the floor, man, I want the Fairweathers to understand it ain't that I don't like you. It's not that I don't like you. We're just going to disagree, and that's how I identify you. And there's nothing wrong. Like, I'm light skinned, I'm tall. There's nothing wrong with that. Jordan, you're dark skinned, you're short. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. You're a Fairweather fan. It's a Fairweather. It's a Fairweather pandemic out here. I understand it's contagious. You got to be careful. You got to surround yourself with the right people. And when you come around here, it's kind of like when you get a vaccine. That first day you get the flu shot, you end up being sick for like a day and a half or two. And then you straight. That's what this channel is. You come over here and your fair weatherness gets affected and starts getting treated, and it burns a little bit, right? It burns a little bit. But then after a while, when you finally get in that Discord, when you come to the operation table in the Discord, you come out of that thing and you like, oh yeah, that dude was fair weather. That's why I used to be fair weather, hanging out with him. So that's what we're trying to do here. So go ahead, Jordan. How you feeling, man? Give me your thoughts on this game, man.
Well, my thoughts on the game. Halftime went well. But, bruh, we just need to execute. I appreciate the win, but we gotta execute.
Jordan.
Let me.
Jordan, I'm mad at you. Jordan, I just spit so much soda over the Fairweather chair. I just spit so much soda over the Fairweather chair talking about halftime went good. You need to be stopped, Jordan. You know that? Because I don't think people really realize how subtle your punchlines are. But I caught that when he said, well, halftime was good. Y'all know, for those that don't know, Jordan's in the $1 million marching band. He's part of the band at Alabama. So he's basically saying they executed. They showed up and they executed. They did what they practiced. That's basically what he's saying. Go ahead, Jordan. Oh man.
Let me shut down y'all who were talking about the scheme real quick. Bro, I was there. There's nothing wrong with this. It's not like they weren't getting to the ball. Literally just finish the play. That's all you have to do. But we got 24 hours to, take this win and reflect on how it could have been better. And You know, the floor of the SEC is rising. So a couple years before transfer portal, you probably could have played like 85, 90%, and then still like beat Vandy with no problems. But these teams are rising up, and we got to get with the times, and we got to play 100% every game. We got to get used to that.
100%, Jordan. And then that's the thing. I think people just need to go ahead and after the game like this, understand that the SEC is not going to be as spread out as it was of times past. We won't even get to see like, you know, teams used to fall off late in the season because of lack of depth. We won't even get to see that as much anymore because the transfer portal guys come in and they're good players, but there's other good players that come in at that same position. And there were players that probably were good enough for that team last year that are still there. So you're kind of doubling down with options. And when you're a middle of the road, bottom of the barrel type team, you could gamble a lot more. You get to play a little bit more loose. And we saw that with Vandy, a team that has that doesn't really have nothing to prove. They're just showing up and doing what they do. And then you have a team like South Carolina. South Carolina is a quarterback away from being borderline, you know, taking the East, you know, and we don't have divisions no more. But if we were, you know, they could be third or fourth. They're a quarterback away from it. And Sellers is going to be good. You see his big body and the way he used his legs today for some of the plays. I don't think I don't really feel like Alabama Nation is ready to be competitive for real. We talk about players who transfer and leave. Well, I don't think some of y'all are ready to compete as fans because this is what LSU fans had to go through all those years. They fell short, and I wouldn't say LSU's program is trash. I don't think traditionally LSU is trash. Same thing with Georgia. Like, these are teams that have been in and fallen short. I mean, Ohio State for so many years, 2 lost seasons, 1 lost seasons. Oregon, Oklahoma, shoot, in the Big 12 for a minute, Oklahoma was losing 1 game a year, missing the playoffs, 2 games a year, missing the playoffs. 2 games so it's not new to college football to go for powerhouse teams to go through this type of cycle. I think our fans really need to pull some of the emotions out of it and really trust the process. I really think if this is our base, if this is the starting point, and we're supposed to see if Kalen DeBoer's history continues to follow, and his first year taking over roster is his worst year, and this is the base, I'm all right because we're 5-0. We're 5-1 with this horrible coaching job that he's pulling, according to some of these fans. 5-1 with this horrible coaching staff. We're 5-1. So that's my thoughts on it. Final thoughts, Jordan. Talk to me.
Well, there's something Zach said earlier about the defense. He said like they improved like by increment, but like not a lot, bro. I agree with that because if we had Vandy's, like the team that played Vandy, the defense that played Vandy, we would have lost that game.
100%.
The defense, like those last moments of the game, they showed up when they had to. They showed up when they had no choice. That's what I'm talking about. You gotta get used to giving 100% effort at all times.
Right.
And you do that by giving 110% in practice.
100%. And these are simple things. Like, these are cliche things that we're echoing and regurgitating right now. These are cliche things that, as a football player at the University of Alabama, as a college athlete, a collegiate football player at the college level, these are things that shouldn't have, like, as a coach, I shouldn't remind you that you should be going out there giving it 100%. And a lot of people are echoing the same sentiments. Frank White saying, you know, if we tackle better the last 3 games, the tune for a lot of this fan base. I really believe that. I really believe if we tackle like we tackled against Western Kentucky, USF only scores 9 points maybe. They get in scoring position 4 times in that game, and they only come away with 16 points. They get in plus territory 4 times that game, and they only come away with 16 points. And people were talking about the defensive scheme ain't working. The only game where our defense really just flat out could not schematically could not match up was when Georgia went hurry up in that last game. And then also I want to highlight something. The fourth down conversion rate has to be stopped. This season, the fourth down conversion rate against our team has to be stopped. Players need to make tackles. Man, was that 3rd and 1 today? Was that 3rd and 1 today when Kane Womack dialed up the double inside? Yeah. Double inside linebacker blitz. Same play that got scored on last year. And then today, this time, you get you get a defensive lineman that makes the play in the backfield, right? If he doesn't make the extra effort, guess who's missing the tackle again? Deontay Lawson. Like thank God for defensive lineman. I think a lot of our defensive linemen were gassed today. Honestly, they were putting forth the effort and they were doing their job. I think they were gassed today, and it showed. We didn't go as deep in rotation as we have seen. So if this is going to be the type of rotation we're going to see, let's get these guys conditioned for these reps. Staff wise right now, I do really think we're struggling with personnel. I really do, on both sides of the ball, finding the right group of guys for certain situations. I think that's part of this whole process of learning a whole new roster. A whole new roster. This ain't just losing 7 players to the draft. This is a whole new roster of players and mentalities you have to learn. So, Jordan, final thoughts, bro. What's your thoughts going forward? Tennessee game, early look. What you looking for this team to do this week, man?
It's already been said before, but this Tennessee game, I think it's going to define like where we going for the rest of the season. Like for us fans, Tennessee, because I don't know what Tennessee gonna do against Florida tonight. So this game is going, like this game next week is gonna tell. It's gonna tell a lot of things about what the rest of the season is gonna look like.
100%. Shout out to the 401 total in the chat. We got 80 on YouTube and 321 on Twitter. Oh boy, I need to check my Twitter notifications. Y'all talking crap about me on Twitter? Is y'all talking crap about me? If so, thank you. But come on to YouTube and talk about me, like for real, please. I appreciate it. I got a chat. I got a poll coming in the chat, and Jordan, I'm gonna ask you this question, and then we're gonna get you off the line, and then we actually gonna end the show. We coming up on 3.5 hours. We're gonna end the show. We'll be back later though. We'll be back later with another call and segment. We'll talk about college football finale and all of that, man. So I got a poll in the chat, Jordan. Overall grade for Alabama's defense today against South Carolina. Give me a grade and your reason why, and then we'll get into the closing of the show, my brother.
I gotta give him a C for this game, to be honest.
Okay.
Like a high C. It's like you didn't study, but you still passed the test.
Mm-hmm.
Like you weren't really trying for real, but you still passed.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you would like put in that extra effort, you would have gotten an A.
Yeah. I feel like I'm agree with you. I'm gonna say a solid for this defense today, a solid C+ because I did see some early effort, but I saw a lot of lackadaisicals movement later in the game. Guys not responding to necessarily the emotion of the game, but people keep talking about Deontay Lawson looking at the sideline for the play call. I gotta go pull the clip when the first time he yelled back to the sideline. Him and I want to say it was him and Keon Sapp. They were both yelling at the sideline, kind of like telling them to send the car. After that, Kane Womack was like 2 to 3 yards on the field for like the next 2 drives. Every time he was sending the play call out, he was on the field, like up and down the sideline, making sure they get the play call. So me personally, if that signifies a few things to me. One, these players aren't closed off to criticism, but 2, I think they got to do a better job finding a balance of how much player led this team is. Because Deontay Lawson, yes, you a veteran. Yes, you got all this experience, but you're not producing. Justin Jefferson is our best inside linebacker right now. Let's see him with an opportunity to start off the game And you can still be a leader coming off the bench. You can still be a leader not being in there for 70, 80% of the reps. We saw edge rushers do it throughout the whole Saban era. All of those specialized edge rushers weren't playing 90 snaps a game, 60 snaps a game. A lot of them were averaging 30, 40 snaps a game. That's why their film looks so good. They don't have a lot of opportunities to mess up. Deontay Lawson need that type of play so he can keep his draft stock. Because right now it's dropping. It's plummeting. So that's my final thoughts on it. I'm going to give him a solid C+. And I'm not talking about borderline B-. I'm talking about solid C+, a 76, 77. So that's what we're looking at. Jordan, I appreciate you calling in, my guy. Roll Tide, man.
Roll Tide.
Appreciate you, man. That's my boy Jordan, y'all. That's baby bro right there. He really like the baby brother when it come to age, but when it come to like the family, Gary the baby brother, we be picking at Gary all the time. So anytime y'all see Gary in the chat, make sure y'all pick at him a little bit. Let him know you love him. But nah, appreciate everybody for pulling up, y'all. We got 407 ending the show. How many likes we got? We got 94 likes. Can we get to 100 likes? If we get to 100 likes in the next, how long I got? In the next 7 minutes. I'm tripping. In the next 4 minutes. If we get to 100 likes in the next 4 minutes, I'll go for another hour. I will go for another hour with this phone line, some takes. We'll look at some of the other games. Whatever y'all want to talk about. As a matter of fact, we'll do some chat. We'll do some chat talk. We had 95 likes. We had 97. Oh, y'all so ghetto. That's what I got to do for y'all to run the likes up. Y'all ghetto. Stop. Let me stop the music. Y'all ghetto. Y'all ghetto. Why y'all do that to me? Huh? Why y'all do that to me? I got to act like I'm about to get off for y'all to run the likes up. That's messed up, man. That's messed up, Gary, ain't it? That's ghetto. What's up, Trapreneur? That's ghetto, man. But to get masters in doctorate playoffs won't work. Y'all crazy, man. Y'all, hey, we got a family. Listen, the Boom Boom Room. Listen, make sure we keep our emotions in check tonight, man. I know we're gonna have a lot of people pull up that aren't really a part of this community. They're gonna pull up the troll. We're still tightening the reins up on our Discord access, right? For the ones that's really supporting. We're still tightening the reins up. So feel safe to hang out in there and talk. If we see some crazy stuff going on, my moderators, the team, our moderators, our moderators are watchful, and we got enough that's actively engaged, especially on the weekends during game day. We got enough people, and we're going to be fair, y'all. We don't shut you out for talking trash against Alabama. It's the disrespectful stuff. It's the stuff like dude talking about he see why I can't keep a job. Bro, I work every day. Anytime I come on this camera, I'm working, and you're in here commenting on my stuff. Thank you for my bonus. Like, literally. Him talking had our chat rate at the peak for the day, for our percentage to get the bonus. Thank you, brother. I really appreciate it. I'm starting to believe we just don't have no alpha dogs on the defense yet. Ooh, big baby, talk about it. Oh, we had 102 likes. Y'all ain't slick. 102 likes for real. Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. What y'all been doing? Why y'all been in here the whole time and ain't been liking? Nah, we probably had some people come in and that was in here early that's not here now. Look, Glenn, y'all tripping. Y'all, man, listen, can I take a commercial break then? Can I, yeah, that jump was funny. We had just missed the Walker Champions when we got there too. Look, man, y'all, can I, hey, Amy, can I take a commercial break then? Can I get one little infomercial break? Can I run all three of the infomercials back to back? Cause some people in here, you just got here, Rob. I got an hour for you, Rob. You my boy, man. Rob, join the family, and I got you for sure. Join the family, Rob. Nico, join the family, bro. I got you for sure. I'm gonna run it. I'm gonna run the commercials, and when we get back, we're gonna go. What time is it? We're gonna go to 6:30. All right, 6:30 Central, 7:30 Central. We'll go again, and then we'll go late tonight. During the Ohio State game, Oregon game. I think LSU and play tonight too. Who is it? LSU? Who LSU playing tonight? Is it Texas A&M and LSU? Who play LSU? Tennessee and Florida play. We got a lot of games we could react to and watch together. So we're gonna be back with it. So right after this infomercial break, man, I'm gonna be back, and we're gonna get this energy back up. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. We had some fun today. I don't have no ghost. Shout out to Ghost Energy Drink, man. Chance Richards, this is the softest Bama defense I've ever seen, and I'm a Bama fan. We are soft. You think this is the softest you've ever seen? All right, so where were you in 2021? Where were you in 2021, bro? I'm just asking. I'm not saying that this ain't the mentality of this defense isn't soft. I agree there. But where were you in 2021? That defense was worse than this defense. Physicality. LSU and Ole Miss, okay. Ole Miss and LSU, okay. He wasn't there in 2019 either. Oh my God. Oh my God. Like, man, come on, bro. You almost caught a horn off that first one. I agree with you. This team is soft. But it ain't the softest. With a capital T. Eat golden years, boy. Them boys was charming. He benefited from having a Dallas Turner and what's the other one name? God, Lee, the first one that came, not Dallas Turner, the one that came before him. Lord have mercy. I'm drawing a blank, y'all. The defensive end, man, edge rusher. Will Anderson. Thank you. Jesus Christ. That's how stressed out this defense got me. That's how stressed out they got me. I can't even remember one of the greatest edge rushers to come through it. One of the greatest outside linebackers to come play through Alabama. Come on, y'all. Help me out. But we're going to jump into the infomercial break. I'm going to come right back after this, man. I appreciate y'all for being here, tapping in. Listen, we got 395 total between both platforms. Our numbers dropped to 68 on the live. Share the live. Tell them we still live. We're going to put the phone lines back up. As a matter of fact, we're going to do a Talk Your Talk calling segment after the infomercial break. Get 2 minutes apiece. Call in and talk your stuff. You can holler at the Fairweather fans. You can talk to the South Carolina Gamecocks because we did beat them. They played a tough game, but we did whoop that tail. We beat them. We ain't whooped that tail, but we won. We're gonna end the show with some Talk Your Talk, all right? Some Talk Your Talk calling segment. So right after these infomercials, we'll get right into it. Thank y'all. And this is how you become a member of the channel. This is how you support the merchandise. Shout out to our sponsors. And then I want to thank everybody for being a member. All the AAA members, I want to thank y'all. We're going to run it. We're going to run it back. All of them, back to back to back. Here you go. Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smoot Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link. It'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. And each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. If you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smoot Network or sponsor, please hit us up at network@gmail.com and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy, Coach Smoot of the Coach Smoot Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel. Keep me off the ball.
Leandre Tejus.
Did somebody say put me in the game? The time has finally come. Here at the Coach Smoot Network, we are officially launching our first merchandise line. We will have a lineup of t-shirts, long sleeve shirts, sweatshirts, and hoodies available, with more items to come in the future. The way you can find these items is by simply going to the YouTube page, clicking on the links, and you will see the Coach Smoot Network merchandise link below. Or during our live stream, type in the chat !merch, and you will see the link come up. And from that website, you can purchase all the variety of merchandise that we have available. Don't wait too long. Don't wait until it gets close to the end. Coach Smoot Network is growing fast, and I'm glad to be a part of what we're building here. Thank you for your support, and go get your merch, man.
It's here. Authenticity above all. AAA family. Coach Smoot. You know what it is.
Welcome. First of all, I just want to say thank you for joining the AAA family. By doing so, you have committed to supporting this channel monetarily, and for that, I could not thank you enough. I'm glad that you saw fit to contribute to the growth of this network, and because of that, you will have access to all the behind the scenes content that we're going to be placing on this channel, backstage access to all the vlogs, VODs. We got all types of content. You will have early access to it. Also, any event that you see come out with outside with Coach Smoot, or anything sponsored or partnered with Coach Smoot, it will be preferred, and we will all make sure that we're all taken care of. This community is going to continue to grow. Don't miss out on any opportunities to network. We have other content creators. We have business owners. We got entrepreneurs. This is Coach Smoot Network because we believe in networking. We want to uplift the community. So thank you for contributing to helping that mission, seeing that goal. And that's really what we're here for, right? We're here to uplift and continue to grow. So thank you for all your contributions, and welcome to the family. AAA, SOS.
All right, y'all, listen. So I just got a message, and I have to respond to this, right? And I have to go do this. I'm not trying to get out of staying on for an extra hour. I promise you. Y'all know I would. But I have to go handle this because I have some important things going on tomorrow for the network. So let me go handle this. We will be back tonight. Let's shoot for 8:30 Central. That give us time to relax, digest, go back, rewatch the game if you need to, go back and just, talk about other people's team and how that trash they are, and really look at how good Alabama got it compared to the rest of college football. All right, let's do it. And tonight we'll be back 8:30 again. The Boom Boom Room is open. Wherever you see people congregated in the Discord, I don't have control over that no more. I get in and get out when I can, but I will be in there interacting tonight. And whichever room you see fill up, go ahead and have some fun, man. More than likely, it's going to be the Boom Boom Room is one of the open rooms, one of the public rooms. Reminder: be courteous, be respectful. Right? Y'all trying to figure out why I changed clothes so many times. Man, I've been sweating. So I had to go. I put on the light jacket. It's breezy under that mug. Got a little tank. But y'all, thank y'all for pulling up today, man. It's been fun. The Coach Smoot post game calling show is always a vibe. Listen, be on the lookout for a lot of those predictions from this morning's live. I'm about to get into art editing. We got a lot to do, y'all. Got a lot to do today. Can't wait to catch up with y'all later on. Much love. I'm your boy, Coach Smoot, man. And remember, when you see me, all you got to say is, put me in the game, coach. I'll catch y'all on the next one, man. Much love, y'all. Catch y'all.